And we're live!
Hey.
Hello.
Hello, people.
Hello, guys!
What are you doing?
Let's post the link up on... Yeah, let's put the link and get the chat up.
What's everyone doing? Actually, I was serious.
Hi, hello, hi.
I'm not ready for tomorrow. Well, me neither.
No one is. I mean,
neither are we. We're all gonna die tomorrow.
No, we're not. We're gonna be good. We're gonna sleep that, and then we're gonna wake up the next day and just have to watch that.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be dead. Nobody's gonna be there to freak out with you. We're all gonna be gone. I'm scared to edit the video. Oh my God.
I'm gonna turn off notifications on everything because
yeah,
I don't want to know anything. I literally don't want to know anything.
I as always want to know if you like it.
We won't tell you guys anything.
No, do not. We have a horrible habit. When we wake up and the episode aired, we both forget for a second, while we're opening our eyes, and we just automatically enter Twitter.
Yeah.
And thankfully, every time we just remembered right before refreshing, and so we just get out. But every time I'm just
it happened. It happened for me that I spoiled myself.
For the slap.
Yeah.
I love when we get texts from you guys, and you're like, "How bad? How bad is it?"
How bad from a scale of 1 to 5 stars. How bad is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all gonna die tomorrow, guys. Yeah, the inside, I think, the inside really didn't give much. None of the insides really have this year, but the inside didn't give anything good.
No, the inside, I literally forgot what's in the inside, honestly. Yeah, it's about Maddie and Octavia.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it was just Maddie and Octavia, and then Bellamy and Echo were in front of Maddie or something, and then Echo, headed all right. So what's annoying about that whole thing is
Echo.
Echo. But it seems Octavia, I feel Octavia in that video is I hope that is she going against what Maddie wants or something? Why are they trying to talk to Octavia? You know what I mean?
I think they think that she's going against Maddie, but I think she's going to surrender to Maddie.
Yeah, I think Octavia's about I don't know.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, that scene, all the Octavia stuff from last episode were my favorite things of that episode. I love. Oh my God.
Honestly, those were the only thing I liked.
Yeah, those were the best. That was the best.
The scene there, it's not. I'm sorry, I just read. I think Octavia's gonna bend the knee, and I hate bend the knee is my least favorite phrase. Game of Thrones burned me for that. I hate that phrase.
Game of Thrones. That is very Game of Thrones.
Yeah, so when I hear that, when we said it a couple of times with Maddie and Octavia,
I cringed to myself.
We tried to find something else, but it's stuck in our mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I thought Octavia was just gonna go and surrender to Maddie.
Yeah.
And,
she said, give her the sword or something like that.
Mm-hmm. I think that scene in the last episode when we got that promo picture, which they really should not have released, because that was set up for Octavia's death. I was so scared, even though we had that picture. I was that was heartbreaking. Because we all they shouldn't have given out the picture of Octavia and Maddie, because we all knew Octavia was gonna be fine. Yeah, but they could have absolutely killed her in that moment.
I feel like we weren't. No, we really weren't as worried as maybe we should have been, because I feel like in my mind there was no way. So
in my mind.
But I was just I don't know how this is gonna pan out. I don't know what's gonna happen, but she's not dying here.
Yeah, I think we were emotional because of the scene and because everything that happened in the scene. Not because we were scared.
It's one of my favorite scenes of the show. Honestly, it was really beautiful.
I think so. Oh yeah.
Especially because the parallels with Lincoln.
Oh, the parallel with Lincoln.
Every single part of her sacrifice in that moment for the people she loves or something like that.
Yeah,
and how she opens her arms and.
But before that, like my brother, my responsibility. Like let's not even like that part. Like that, I don't like.
I always thought that's gonna come one day. Honestly, I always thought she was gonna say that one day.
I thought if any day comes, like she would be dying when she says that.
Well, she was almost dying. Maybe this is telling me that she will never die or something like that.
Yeah, well, she's definitely safe the rest. Like
she's safe
the next
in the
episode because that would have been the perfect moment to kill her.
It would have, and just like Bellamy,
so you don't have to work her in the finale.
Able to let her, and then you heard her say to him, like, didn't you want me to die?" And he's like, "Yes," and he really means Blood Raina. That's who.
People say that, but like.
When we were watching, I literally I thought I heard him wrong. We kept asking each other, we were like, did you say that?
I was just like, no, I just remembered us, so I was just like, is there a continuation of this?
Is he being sarcastic? What's happening?
Is he being sarcastic? Or what is? I was just very confused. Like it came like out of nowhere, really.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for it to continue. Like yes, but something. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, his continuation was when he pulls her down. You know, when he wanted.
Well, yes. I mean, that was beautiful. That was beautiful when he pulled her down. Like there's nothing to say because like.
Well, maybe you can't sacrifice yourself. That will be good.
Yeah, but I think he wanted that part of her to die.
Yeah, and I think that you really saw that struggle with Bellamy between the head and the heart. Like his head was like, okay, you know, my sister's done a really bad thing. This is a way where she could redeem herself in her eyes and to everybody, you know. But I think that he's also like, that's his sister. And then when she's like, my brother, my responsibility, I think it's her really taking up all of what she did to him and to everybody, you know. And yeah, in Selena's thing, she had like a thing with Jason, and Jason said that like a word to describe Octavia in the next episode is broken. So I think that next season, I'm hoping that we're gonna see her rebuild herself.
Yeah, I really want the Blake's relationship to be rebuilt next season and just them to get back to like a good place.
I mean, that's always my hope and dream for every season.
And that never happened.
I feel like we're there now. I feel like we're there.
Because no, I mean after Bellamy and Clark, that is like my most important relationship. And so just like I always want that. I mean, I love the storyline they're telling with them.
Yeah.
I think like especially this season, it's just been really like strong and really heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But honestly, it was the best part of the season for me.
Yeah.
Again, it didn't have much to compete with, honestly. But I love them, and I think like Bob and Marie like work so well together. And I think if like they explore that further in like season 6 with everything that happened in season 5, I'm gonna be really happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think definitely Octavia's story this season has definitely been our favorite. Like it's just been so like it's so dark.
I feel like the season's like revolved around Octavia.
It was really Octavia's season, I think. Yeah.
I think she was like one of the main parts of the season. Like we've been talking about this today. Like we feel like we barely saw Murphy, Raven. Like I feel like we barely saw them at all this season. Like I don't even.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
kind of.
Yeah, and all of Raven's scenes have really been with Shaw. Like her scenes have really been more of like this like love interest, this love story that they were kind of trying to tell with her, and what it means to really fall for the enemy. You know, I think that was really what her storyline. But Murphy this season, like. He
had that great moment when he like threw the rock.
Yeah, but I do feel like Baker stuff was definitely lacking, and it's not what it could have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. But like, yeah, especially I felt for a very big distance from like Raven and Murphy. I feel like they weren't like much in the show. I don't know. Like it wasn't really. I don't know. I just felt a disconnect because like they didn't have much of a storyline really this season around.
I think Space Crew in particular, everybody felt disconnected from.
I mean, look, the entirety of Space Crew, like I want that to like die, honestly.
Most of the
like
time.
people in Space Crew individually, I love them. Most of them, we know who I don't love. Like Space Crew as an entity, what did I even say that like that? I want it gone. I hate it. I just hate it so much. Yeah. I feel like what was wrong with this season is so much to do with Space Crew in my mind. That I don't know. I hate Space Crew. I'm just like, I'm at this point where we
really need a scene with Clark and like Raven again, because that scene, like that wasn't a good reunion, and Clark still has not seen Murphy. So
that was the worst reunion, if you ask me.
Clark has been so isolated this season that like I want her to know that like she's like not.
I think hopefully Bellamy will get to that point with her, because I feel like she's definitely felt like disconnected from everybody except Maddie, and she's had these moments with Bellamy that have not been with Bellamy that she knew, and we got a lot of acknowledgments of that this season and everything. So I just feel like she needs that like comfort of you're not by yourself anymore, you know? And I hope Bellamy gives that to her. I'd love it if he said something like that.
I would love for like the in the finale, I would love for their scene to go down, something like that. I don't know, like did you read the interview with Jason that came out today about a Space Crew and Clark and like forgiving?
Oh yeah, I saw that today. Yeah, they're not gonna forgive her. So like I'm grateful.
Like the entire reaction of like 513 for me is just gonna be like defending Clark, because I'm gonna be so pissed off, honestly. If like they're gonna be mad at her and like not forgiving, I'm just gonna I'm getting mad just thinking about it.
Yeah, it's annoying because like they don't know what Clark has been through. Like they don't know
why the radio calls are gonna get brought up with Bellamy, and Bellamy is gonna hopefully have an idea.
Yeah, but I'm saying Space Crew.
Space Crew, no.
Clark has been through.
Yeah, and if they're gonna be struggling with forgiving her and everything, I feel like that's so like wrong, because at the same time, like you're alive so many times because of her.
Exactly, like Clark is literally how many times has Clark like put you like all of you like as her people first, and like done so many things to like save you guys. So it's like that's frustrating.
And especially in 413, they would all be dead. Literally dead.
Like they wouldn't have their precious fucking family if it wasn't for Clark.
Exactly.
So,
that's the only thing I hope for.
To me, honestly, it seems ridiculous, especially the people who like know Clark and love Clark. So like mostly like Bellamy and Raven, and like because like they have like, let's say, the strongest connection to Clark. It to me just like, if they don't understand Clark's reasonings behind what she did and why she did it, like those are not the characters I know. Those are not the characters I love. Like, how do you not understand that? Like, how do you, especially like if Bellamy, like honestly, I'm gonna get so pissed off because that's gonna be the most out of character thing I've seen then this season. If Bellamy doesn't understand why Clark did what she did and has some sort of resentment or whatever, and like that Clark has to somehow
I don't think
redeem herself in his eyes. I'm gonna be pissed off.
That's not. You don't have to worry about that because that's not gonna happen.
So.
I mean, he's gonna maybe be mad, maybe not even that, because he's gonna feel guilty for what he did to her. So I feel
that's what I want.
So I feel like he has a right to be mad, in my opinion. I mean, she did leave him and everything, but at the same time, that's not about me, and I don't think they would ever do that.
Yeah, I don't think he should ever hold that against her.
The great thing about the great thing about Bellamy and Clark is that they've always been able to forgive each other
and understand each other.
Exactly.
Even when they don't agree, they understand why the other.
Yeah.
I always just go back to season 3 when Clark didn't even ask for explanation why Bellamy did all those stuff. She didn't even ask. She just forgave him instantly.
Yeah.
So like that's what we love about their relationship so much. So like if they don't continue on in the finale, I'm gonna be very pissed off. It won't make sense to me.
Wait,
But I
so
feel like
what if Bellamy does forgive her, but Space Crew doesn't? Like, what if Space Crew is more
I can see
like
that. I
a
feel
little
like
bit?
Bellamy
has
to. I mean, we're not gonna say anything about what came out, like the leaks or whatever.
But that looks like they're gonna forgive each other.
From like, they have to get to a point like where they're gonna.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I want to see what brought them to that point.
Exactly.
Because that is the most comfortable they've been with each other this entire season. Like, that's one fucking gift. That was like the most comfortable they've been with each other. So I just really want to see what
honestly,
brought them to that point.
I'm far more interested about the scene before what brought
them
to that scene.
Yeah.
Like, that scene is great. It looks beautiful, but like what brought them to that moment is the most important thing in my mind.
Exactly.
I cannot wait to just hear what they're gonna say to each other. Like, I just want to know
that conversation. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, there's a lot. There's so many things to be said.
Literally. I hope it's gonna be
said about
there
that
is
whole
so
thing.
much to be said. Like, I hope we have enough time to really say everything.
Way before, like during season 5, everything has to be addressed.
Yeah, exactly.
So that conversation they have to pack a lot of things into that conversation, honestly.
So like, a part of me is afraid that we're not gonna have that much time because of
fuck off with that not much time. I hate that so much. Like, but like, stop for a couple of seconds.
For me, it's not even about. We didn't have anything this entire season. Literally, this entire season, they have. I hope there is a reason to that. I hope there is a reason that they didn't talk for more than 30 seconds. You know.
Yeah.
That's
I think there's a lot.
We need to like. They need to make time because like.
I think that's
the
what
whole
we're gonna
thing.
get.
Like, the characters and the relationships of the 100 is the best. Like, one of like the best parts of the show. Like, they need to give that time. Like, give the characters time to talk. So I think they're gonna talk about not. They might not. I mean, I don't think they're gonna talk about like everything. Like, I don't think Clark's gonna sit there and tell like the whole story of what she's been through. But
of course, no.
Bellamy's gonna get the gist of how hard it was.
I hope. I really need. I think that we will get to that point because I feel like. Do you guys know the Twitter account? It's like Inside the 100, and it's like she tweeted because she did see the finale, and she said that the characters' interactions or something like that is like the heart and soul of the finale. So
it makes me so happy.
Yeah.
I heard that and I love that because that hasn't been the case during this entire season.
The entire season.
I think that's really why the season for me suffered, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Because the relationships we loved really weren't addressed. Like, every relationship in the 100 that we like fell in love with for the past 4 seasons. Nothing really everything got put on the back burner because they wanted to establish the relationships they created during the time jump. Relationships that we don't connect to. Which I think was really a bad call in my mind. Because they didn't like it,
to explore the storyline and new characters. Honestly, because
like
this entire season was about things that happened these past 6 years that we never saw, with especially Space Crew in my mind, and also with storyline, like what's happening in that moment with Allegiance people and everything. And that's not why I came to watch this season.
No, at all.
Honestly.
And so,
we said, I mean, one of our favorite characters, I mean, a lot of our favorite characters we couldn't connect in this season at all. I mean, for example, Bellamy, through the one point of season we couldn't connect to him, and that never happened to us, honestly.
Literally, never in my
Not
life.
to talk about Ray and Murphy, who weren't even in this season, or, you know.
Yeah, I feel like just, like you said, the characters and relationships are really the heart of the show, especially when you're in season 5. Like, when you're this far in, for the people who are watching, I feel it's not season 1 when the plot has to be like really strong, because like you're not really connected to the characters. Like, we're in season 5, and like what we connect to is the characters. They could really just like build the story around any season around the characters and their relationship. Like that could be the main point, and I think that kind of a season I would love it.
Yeah, I don't think we will get it, but I will love it.
I don't think we will get it.
No, I really hope. I think season 6 we're gonna get a lot more.
I'm
like,
excited
the characters'
for
relationships that like we remember, like more just
After season 5, after season 5, I can't be even that hopeful what we're gonna get in season 6. Honestly,
I thought
because I thought we're gonna get all of that, especially because we said it in the beginning of the season that this season gonna either be the best or the worst, because they had so much potential with this 6 years time drive to establish what characters been through the 8 months before that, what they went through. They literally went through hell, and so I hope that they would. Oh my God, what happened here?
It's a mosquito.
Okay. Yeah, something like
that. No, definitely. I think that going to a new world and going into cryo, we have a lot of potential to like a new planet. What is that going to be like? Like, I feel like to go to a new planet, it's going to be a really good restart and refreshing and everything. And now that we're past that 6-year like angst that we had all season, that's been really bad.
We can just put it behind us.
Like, we can put it behind us because this season has been really rough, honestly. Like, Bob was not joking. This season was rough. This was a really hard season, I think. Like, this was tough.
I feel like not even just for Balark. I feel like just
all the characters. Like, it's not even the relationships.
That's what I wanted to say right now. It's not even just for Balark, in my opinion,
it's
at all.
Everything.
For me, literally, I'm gonna honestly say the only characters that were amazing in this season were Octavia, Monty, and maybe Intra. That's for me.
Miller as well.
Yeah,
Miller as well.
No, honestly, and Bellamy and Octavia's relationship was really good, told and explored and everything. But that's it, in my opinion. Every other character suffered, in my opinion, and every other relationship suffered.
I think everything. I mean, I wish season 6 is gonna be everything that I wanted season 5 to be, because I thought season 5 was gonna be, because they had like the time jump, and
they also have something like that now.
I thought they were gonna like. After season 4, I thought they were gonna explore, like, because 6 years have passed, they have new relationships, and I think that's fine. Like, I was never bothered with the fact that they're gonna create new relationships. I just thought the point of this all would be like seeing characters like deal, like rebuild the relationships, or see how they deal. Establishing like relationships while having other relationships that are also important, but like we didn't see that because the relationship we found important was put on the back burner. Like they didn't address that at all. There was no conflict. Like everyone stuck to their own side, and that is like also the reason why the season suffered. And so I wish season 6 fixes that. I just wish it addresses the relationships better than it did in season 5. Because like,
the relationships are like the best part of the 100. Like seeing like our delinquent and stuff, like that's the best part. Like that's the heart right there. Like yes, there's war and there's pain and it sucks. Like it's not like a pretty place, you know, but those relationships at the core are what.
That's why it's so upsetting that like Clark really has no relationship with like anybody on the show anymore. That's really what sucks about that.
She has no friends. Like she has her friends.
She has no friends. She has Maddie and like hopefully she'll have Bellamy by the end of the season. So.
And her mom.
Like that's where it's upsetting. So that's what we need in season 6.
Like she saved everybody just to lose everybody in some way, you know?
That's what's sad about it, yeah.
Like I saw this
and that's
that like every single war that we've ever had on the show, we've always won, but then at the end something will happen with our characters where like they'll lose each other almost. And in this one, we're gonna probably most likely lose the war because we're all saying that the valley's gonna get destroyed, obviously. So we're gonna lose the war, but we're gonna win each other. So that's where I'm hoping that this.
Look, then I win. I really don't care about the war at this point. I win if the characters are good.
Yeah.
But no, I
agree. I mean, exactly. That's why this show has always been our favorites. It's not because that the storyline is that amazing that you. I mean, it is. It's always interesting. It's always new and always fresh. But the characters and their relationship to each other is what makes it so special. Yeah. And that's why season 5 didn't do anything for me.
No.
Yeah, I'm hoping more characters also stand on their own a little bit and not rely so much on a specific relationship that we got this year that we did not need to have this season. I hope that kind of, we have characters more be independent and not so much heavily implied. Like, I'm talking about Becca. If you didn't catch that. Like, for example, last episode really pissed us off how they wrote Clark into a corner where they made her so frustrating that we were forced to root for Echo. And like, I hated that. Like, that should have been organic. That should be natural. Like, we should not have to like hinder the development of a lead character in order to amplify a relationship of a character that was an antagonist for years
and that nobody
cares about. Yeah.
Fascinating. I didn't root for Echo at all.
No,
in that
for
moment.
me, Echo was really dumb in that scene.
No, and not only that, like even before that, when Clark was doing all the, let's say, frustrating stuff and stuff were so bad. When she was betraying her friends and everything, and when she was torturing Maddie, for God's sakes. But at that point, that girl crossed so many lines that I couldn't see her lose again. Honestly,
She did.
Like,
Another one.
please
The other
kill
one.
everyone. Just let Clark breathe for a second.
Yeah, please don't let everything be in vain. And of course, it was in vain at the end. But like, it is for me, it was very hard. Like, not to root for Clark. Like, everything she's doing is wrong. Like, but it's very hard not to root for her because like, she is pretty much the person I connected to the most this season.
Yeah.
And because like she was alone, and that like Maddie is her one. Like, Clark is isolated, and everything she has is Maddie. And when everyone even came back, Clark is still isolated. And so like, in my mind, I was just like, it's very hard not to root for Clark at that moment. And her scene with Echo was actually, like, in my mind, Echo was ridiculous.
Yeah, no, in my mind, it was amazing for Clark.
I was really better for Clark because like, Echo was being a judgmental bitch who like said, like, who was all high and mighty after everything she's done. Like, she's gonna be all high and mighty. Like, shut up, please. So like, everything Echo said, I just wanted to like roll my eyes at.
We said that, I think, in review, that we were so sure that we talked to you guys about that, and you said that you think Echo is gonna try to kill Clark at some point. I think.
Yeah, we did.
And we were so sure that that's not gonna happen. We were protective over Echo, like that she's gonna have.
We had too much faith in Echo.
No, we had too much faith in writers that they're gonna do, like, they're gonna try to redeem Echo or something like that, you know?
Because I literally thought, because okay, we're going with the story that Echo loves Belly. I mean, she does, sure.
Well,
but
yeah,
like,
she
no,
loves
she
him so
does.
much that she would kill the person she
But that
cares about.
just goes to show, like, she doesn't know him. Like, you don't know him if you think that killing Clark is the thing you do.
Like, you really think that he was gonna be okay with that? Like, that was ridiculous. Like, that's where I mean, she did go way too far. But like, I hated that they put like Clark in a place where she had to come out with a gun aimed at Raven, and like, I don't know. I just hated the whole thing. Honestly,
it all just
really
comes down to what they did with Clark. Honestly.
It just comes down to how Clark and just
how I just hate how isolated she is and how like split all the characters were.
They were all split up. Yeah. Like, I feel like, obviously, like, you root for Clark this entire season because she's on her own and she's been secluded and she's done everything for her people, and we know Clark the best. Like, we relate to her the most in that way, you know, like, we're watching this through Clark's eyes in some ways. And it was just, last episode really bothered me because I felt like they were trying too hard in some ways. And it just, I feel like, wasn't necessary. Like, I don't know. I would have liked it if like Maddie got through to Clark on her own. Like,
I still think what I wanted. We were just talking about this before.
Why did Raven get through to Clark? Like, why did they have to make it Echo? Like, that bothered me. And then the Lexus shit. Oh my god.
What I wanted, if they really like, because obviously the writers have been trying to get us to like Echo like this whole season, and like I still don't care for her, and like neither does I don't think anybody else, but. If they really wanted us to like really like Echo, she should have been told Clark to go with Maddie because that's pretty much her kid. She should have volunteered to go and do the missile thing and had Clark go with Maddie because Maddie needs Clark, and they could have went and Echo should have went and did the missiles. That's what I would have respected her if she chose that. I really would have, but nope.
I would have respected if she didn't try to kill Clark, but that didn't happen. So.
I would have respected her if she spoke differently to Clark and not just all condescending, like she's all just like above her and bullshit like that. Like, this girl, like, do you know who you are? I don't, like, that is so, oh my god, I hate her. I cannot stand the sight of her, honestly.
And you know what I can't stand even more? I can't stand when people start commenting, saying that we all don't like Echo because of Blark.
It's always because of Blark. Everything we say about Echo is irrelevant.
It's just because of Blark.
Yeah, like I saw that you said that, Lola, in like your review after. You were like, nothing matters anymore because we ship Blark, like, so none of our opinions, like,
I mean, like, everything.
You literally don't even know what kind of comments we get. We don't like Flame because we don't ship. Because we ship Blark. We don't like Grounders because we ship Blark. We don't like. We literally don't like anything, but that we don't like because we ship Blark.
And there's like nothing to do with Blark. Like, just like you hate the Grounders because you ship Blark. What is what? What is that? I don't understand.
No matter what. It's not because like she stabbed Octavia and pushed her off a cliff, you know? It's not because of that. It's not because she's betrayed. Yeah.
That's really ridiculous.
And hold on, somebody just said, are you guys still gonna enjoy meeting Tasia? It has nothing to do.
It has nothing to do with the
us
actress.
not liking Echo has zero to do with Tasia. Like, we have no problems with Tasia. It's just we don't like her character, and that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay to not like a character.
You can still like the actor.
Like, it has nothing to do with it has nothing to do with, it has more to do with the writing and the direction that they chose to go.
Yeah.
Like, in some ways, like, it kind of like sucks for her that they put her in a relationship with the lead to kind of put up her character, you know, like to show it like more, like, I feel like it could have been better if it standed on her own and not. I would have liked Maury more this season. I really liked Maury.
I wanted Maury to have more scenes.
Yeah, like, for example, I love, like, Maury. I didn't really care for her. Going into the season, I really liked her, and I feel like she deserved more this season as well.
Well, the second half of the season more.
Yeah,
exactly. She got the only few, maybe 2 episodes in the season that she was really amazing in them.
Who, Maury?
Yeah.
I mean,
about that,
no one got any episodes.
Yeah.
Like, Murphy and Raven have the same amount as Maury at this point.
And about that, honestly, for me, I don't think it has anything to do. I mean, I thought that I'm not gonna like her this season because she was put with Bellamy and everything. I mean, I thought that's not gonna do good for her character. But honestly, right now, I don't think that has anything to do why I don't like her. I literally, she's just annoying to me.
And also, it's annoying, even more annoying that people, and Jason as well, just everyone like wants us to love Echo,
Probably,
and it's so like, enamored by Echo, and she's like the worst fucking character. Like, there's no development there. Nothing is earned. She just like, she was the worst one in season 4, and then suddenly she's great and giving orders.
I don't think,
how am I supposed to work with that?
Yeah, I don't like her at.
Yeah, because they skipped over her development. They skipped 6 years. So there you go. There was a development that we missed out on. And that's wrong and as a writing perspective, because aren't we supposed to, like, I don't know. It's just, the writing is just inconsistent there with her.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, but no, I don't think anybody would care that much if the writers aren't, like, throwing it in our faces, like, she's the best character we've written this season. She is this, she's that. Like, fuck off.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if the writers like just love Tasia and like.
Yeah,
I think honestly.
It's so like, why do they think we would like she is so boring. She is just so bland. Like, there's nothing interesting about her in my mind.
Me either.
Yeah.
Yep, she's just there and she's just
everybody like.
I mean, I think she's gonna end up doing something bad still in the finale because
Jason said she's
in the interview she's controversial, which means that, I mean, she's obviously like in general a controversial character, but I feel like in the finale she's controversial, so that means she's gonna probably do something that some people are gonna be mad about and some people aren't. So
I think she's gonna get someone we love.
She's gonna do something really bad, and hopefully that'll put that strain in Becca.
I think that Becca is already going towards being strained because I feel like Bellamy, like that last scene.
The last scene
of them in the rover when Bellamy like she like smiles at him all like lovingly and whatever, and it's disgusting. And then he kind of looks down where he's, I don't know, like he like looks at Octavia almost guiltily, and we're just going with
his face in that scene. That is not hope. That is not hope.
That's
his
not
face
hope,
in that
yeah.
scene is not hope.
Bob is
that
an amazing
is 100%.
actor.
That is 100%. Like scripts get changed all the time. We've seen that this season. So obviously they didn't use that in the script. They changed it. The directors told Bob to act differently. So that was not hope, and that was definitely Bellamy just feeling like it literally reminds me of like that scene with Octavia, because the camera shows Octavia in that scene too.
Yeah.
And then it shows, did it show Murphy and Amori? Like
it showed Murphy and
it was
Amori.
like the differences between like those two who are like pretty much together. And then it showed Bellamy and Echo, and like the interactions were very different.
I think that we're going towards a Echo breakup, hopefully.
I think it might just be like kind of just like not really said, because even on this show, like breakups aren't really like always so like outward, you know. I feel like it's just gonna kind of be like we're all gonna know.
Well, if you ask me for an honest opinion, I think we're gonna know, and I think that they've been together for too long not to talk about that, and especially if you're gonna get Bellark next season. So I think that they will definitely talk when they break up, and I don't know, Missy. I would love that was what you just said, that Bellamy is looking down, that had something to do with him feeling guilty about Echo and everything. But I honestly think that was just because his sister was about to sacrifice herself, and he was about to let her die. So I think the whole scene is about that.
For both of us, like we didn't connect that at all. And anyhow, with Becco or Bellark, like nothing. Like Bellamy looking at Octavia was just, for both of us, it was just like, I mean, the scene before was very, like, it was a lot. So I feel like he was still under the influence of that. So he really didn't connect that to anything else.
I don't think he didn't think he would ever see his sister again, because she was about to be killed like 2 seconds before that, and he's looking at her again. So I feel like that has everything to do with that. I mean, I don't know, but I think so.
Yeah. We better get a good Blake moment next episode. We better get a good Blake moment.
They have to talk after that. Yeah, I think for sure.
About Blake moment?
Yeah.
In the next episode?
Yeah.
We have to.
They have to talk.
Yeah. No, I feel like they will.
I don't know if they're gonna talk or they're gonna leave that into the season 6. And
I mean,
they're gonna have something. Moment. I would maybe like just them looking at each other or something like that. You know, like
some kind of a scene. But like, I don't know.
I don't know if they're gonna talk, because there is a lot to talk about, and we only have 42 minutes.
I mean, yeah.
And if you ask me, I had a lot of Blake scenes and 0 Bellark scenes, so I would rather have one. I'd rather have one Bellark scene.
I feel like it will definitely go into season 6 as well, which I'm gonna love. So
yeah.
I mean, there's a lot to cover, honestly.
There's a lot to cover.
A lot needs to happen.
Like, okay, so now when do you think? Obviously, we're gonna have Clark trying to stop the missiles, right? But in the promo, we see the missiles are coming down, and they're not gonna be able to get stopped, because you also see that they're. Like,
I have no idea.
I cannot connect anything because like the missiles are dropping, but then also Clark is in the ship and telling everyone to enter the ship. So like I don't understand anything. I really don't understand, because like how do the missiles drop, and like how can they enter the ship? I don't understand any of this. Like I don't know. I can't connect it at all. I really don't know. Are you there? Did we lose you?
Yeah, I'm so hot.
Yeah, it's warm.
Yeah.
Is it just us?
I think it's just us.
Of course,
it's just them. I mean, but I see us. So.
I see us. I think it's just us. Okay, no. So I think I don't know. Like, they left a ship up there, right? They left a ship up there. Can that ship shoot missiles? Like, is that the thing that is also gonna happen? I don't know. So I'm just I'm very confused about the whole thing. Yeah, it's just us. Of course, it's just us. Like, why wouldn't it be just us?
Lacru. Lacru survived this entire season, honestly.
Lacru has a strong relationship with Echo.
It's
just...
there hasn't been a single episode without Lacru, at least from one side.
What do you mean?
Well, at least one side, like, cut off.
Oh yeah, well, every time Lacru's live and well. Well, of course. I don't know. Like, do we? Sorry. So fine. Let's answer some questions.
But we are also not.
Well,
good.
we're not good. Well, I don't even know what internet this is like. Oh, did we cut off?
Or what happened?
Oh no, you're back.
They're back.
Hello.
Yeah, can you see us? Can you hear us?
Oh, you're in like the small screen?
Yeah, you're in the small screen. We have like 3 small screens right now.
Yeah.
Okay. What?
It always happens like that. I don't even know.
Is it better now?
I don't know because the phone is turned around. I don't.
Hold on.
Better. Okay, it is better.
Okay.
It's good now.
Yeah.
Okay, you're there.
Okay.
Anyway.
We're talking about the missiles and how we don't know.
What's gonna happen? What now?
Are you there?
Yeah, they're there, right?
Why did it say that we joined the call again? It like went up twice.
Yeah, we heard the sound.
We heard the sound that you're drawing.
That's
This
weird.
is weird.
Just leave it because I don't want to get out of here. So
I don't want to leave it though because I don't think we're on the screen then.
You are on the screen.
You are on the screen.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was just there. All right. Yeah. Anyway, the missiles coming down.
I don't know because like I said, like I don't know how the missiles are coming down and how they can also enter the ship. Like those two things, I don't think they can correlate. So I don't know what is happening there. Like my only theory is if the ship that is up there, up in space, has missiles or something like that, and they shoot them. Like that is the only. Like I don't understand. Logan.
Yes, Logan.
Logan.
Exactly.
You know what? Like the 3 of us could not upload our reactions to episode 12. Everyone else had the reactions up. Like,
especially
Everyone so bad.
No, we couldn't. Like it's ridiculous.
I hope
like
that doesn't happen.
I hope that we have
finale.
good luck for the finale because if that happens again, I'm gonna like freak out.
Let's just split it into like 5 parts, honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly,
At that point.
I feel like it's gonna be super long too. Our reactions.
Yeah, I feel like this may be
like
the first time where we're gonna have to split the reaction and the review because I think we're just gonna go for a long time.
We're gonna probably have to split the reaction also.
No, we're gonna have to because it's gonna get blocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah,
we're gonna have we're all gonna have like 10 parts.
Do the review separately, so that way, like, if the reaction gets blocked, at least your review is up. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we'll figure it out as we go. I have no idea what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like the Earth is gonna get destroyed. Shockingly.
Yeah.
Like we can't win. That is it. Like we can't.
This is the 3rd apocalypse in like 100 years.
But
like,
guys, it's the first time that Clark has been in space since the pilot.
Excited about that.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
What?
The first time Clark is gonna be in space in pilot.
Oh my love!
It took her 5 seasons.
She deserved to be there at the end of season 4.
She deserved more to anybody else, but
yeah, definitely. I'm excited because like I feel like we have a lot of possibilities in season 6. Like that's what I'm really.
There are a lot
about.
of possibilities.
Like I feel like now that we're leaving Earth, there's so many options. Like, what is this new planet gonna look like? What if it looks like modern? What if it's like a modern Earth, like that we have?
Jacqueline
like,
literally was freaking out last night. like talk. I was like just like listening to her because I was like stunned. She went on and on about how we're gonna get AU Balark in the next season. I'm like, and how they're gonna literally be like going on dates and everything. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, you poor soul. Like,
no, but I was
what if
literally.
they go to like a restaurant? What if they go to a party? What if they go to like, college? Like, what if it's like normal Earth? And it's just,
well, then what? We wouldn't need fan fiction anymore.
listen, I had like 4 glasses of wine.
But I was literally like last night. I think I was thinking like, what is this new Earth, like this new planet gonna be like? Is it gonna be like very modern as well? And I was like, are they gonna have to get jobs? That's what single thing is gonna be about, like friends. like, what are we gonna do?
Think about how cool it would be, like if it's like our Earth, right? And all of a sudden, the spaceship comes with more people. We're gonna be like, oh my god, they're aliens or something.
Yeah,
like,
they're
the
gonna
government's
be
gonna
against
get involved.
everybody's gonna be against them because they're not gonna know where the hell what's going on.
I mean, if they put us like on a different planet, like they're gonna be people there, and it's gonna be like everyone's gonna be like, who the fuck are these people? And I have no idea what to expect. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be even more regressed than the Grounders, or if it's gonna be like.
Do they have to be people?
I think so. Like from Allegiance 3, I think Allegiance 3 are on that planet.
Maybe.
And they came.
I think Allegiance 3.
Why would they do that?
Because they're good.
I don't think so.
From the kindness of their own heart.
I honestly don't think so. Maybe they didn't found the planet. We're gonna find it together or something like that.
Like with Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, I'm boring with Battlestar Galactica.
I have no idea. I have no idea. Well, maybe they stay in space for season 6.
Well, it seems like I really think what's gonna happen is. Marketing, like we gotta go, and Bellamy's like, I'm not leaving my friends band. Like, who is he talking about? Because
that's what's
in
weird.
The promo you see him running with Echo and Maddie and a bunch of people. So I think he's waiting on Monty, Harper, Miller,
or Murphy and Amoria.
Yeah.
I feel like some of those.
Yeah,
and we also get Murphy in the trailer saying like, there's no time. And I think because he has like a bullet hole in his jacket.
Yeah.
We're all like the things came from like Murphy dying, but I don't think he's gonna die. I think he's just gonna be like I think it's gonna give us all a heart attack. Him trying to get to that ship, Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Sitso have a heart attack, but like they didn't give them they didn't give him a plot.
Yeah, he literally was in 5 scenes this entire season. I mean, those were amazing scenes, but it was literally 5 of them. Yeah. So I feel like there is no chance Murphy's gonna die like that, honestly.
No, Murphy will be fine. I think what's gonna happen is I really believe that Monty and Harper are gonna do something with the cryopods, and Shannon Cook's gonna be their kid, and I really think that that's where we're going in the finale. It's gonna be something like that, and I think it's gonna be really heartbreaking because I feel as though like, I can't see Murphy dying. Like, a lot of people are saying, please let Murphy live. Murphy can't die. Like, I really don't think
Murphy's dying. I'm not sure why everybody's so, like...
Murphy's really good. I really don't think Murphy's going.
So if he does that...
I don't feel like his story's over. They didn't... Like, I don't feel like they're leading up to that at all.
They didn't lead up to this season.
Like, they kind of... They started the season kind of with him being, like... Not really. I mean, when he stayed behind with Raven, he was kind of... Like, oh, why should you be the only one to sacrifice? But yeah, I don't know. I just
don't. Like, he didn't have enough, really.
It wasn't enough towards like the end.
Really, as opposed to, you know, what's gonna be really cool to see, like Indra in space and like dying. I think that's gonna be pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
the Grounders in space. I know that's gonna be really good. Yeah. I mean. Yeah, we had the Mori and Echo, but like we didn't see that.
We didn't see that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that the season 6 premiere will be us landing on another planet.
I mean, that would be a really good. Or the season ends with us landing on the planet and seeing how it goes. So they like have
plot line. For
yeah, but like I think a plot line as well is just like knowing that we're gonna go on another planet.
It depends if we're gonna find the planet. If it ends with finding the planet, then we found the planet. If it doesn't end with finding the planet, then I think we're gonna be a little in space. I don't think we're gonna find the planet in the first episode. You know?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
It would be cool to have like an episode of just them in space on a ship together. Like,
honestly, I would love all 13 episodes because there is no much to do in space, so they would have to talk to each other. So maybe they would break up, make out.
The only way we can make them like talk is if we put them into like confined quarters and like force them to talk.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna get to the new planet probably maybe like the end of
that'll might be the last shot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that might be the last shot of the premiere. Yeah. And then that'll really be I think the first episode will just be like a foundation of building up to that. Yeah. I can't imagine landing there or anything.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that's I mean, it's gonna be really interesting because like I have no idea what that new planet can be. Like they can really build off of that. Like they can really create a really great storyline with that. Just like for the love of God, concentrate on characters and their relationships with each other, and I'm good. I guess we'll see what they do.
I don't think so.
I'm excited because there's just a lot. Like, I think that this season was really kind of a letdown for a lot of people, and I think that they could fix it. Like, take all that criticism that they got this season and really use it. Yeah.
I hope they will, honestly. I feel like they need to.
I feel like Jason is just gonna... Because like everyone hates Echo, I feel like Jason's just gonna be like, well, now I'm gonna write more Echo into this. It just feels like something you would do.
Something so spiteful, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Honestly,
I don't know.
Yeah, I
guess we'll see what they do with that because we're not going anywhere. Anyway, like we're stuck here. So we're gonna see what they do.
But everybody's commenting kiss crew.
If we're not gonna get a kiss in the finale. I can't see a kiss coming, but I am really positive that they're gonna do something that's gonna be huge and it's gonna allude.
No, I like what you had said. The whole thing of like did you ever think you would not?
Yeah, I have like this theory of like maybe before we go into cryo, because think about this, they're gonna have to say goodbye to each other. And like it's gonna be really sad. So what if like when they go to say goodbye, what if one of them is like, did you ever think that maybe one day, and then like the other will like cut him off because like they'll know where they're going with that conversation, and they'll be like maybe in another life,
or like maybe if we ever have
we
peace.
wake up,
another planet.
if we get peace, yeah, and then like when we wake up from cryo, we'll have.
I would love that.
Well, because at San Diego Comic-Con, there was a question a fan had asked, and it was like, what would your characters do during peacetime? And in the middle of that answer, Bob is like, I almost said a really big spoiler. So, I mean, yeah, the spoiler could be like, oh, well, they have peace for however many years in cryo, or it could have been like, what if Bellamy and Clark actually talk about peace together?
They really do talk about the possibility that they will have peace one day and be able to actually get together.
Lola, do not even comment on this.
Sure, that's gonna happen.
I will forever be bitter. Honestly, I will forever be bitter because I always wanted them to kiss before the trial sleep. Like I always wanted that, and I wanted them to stay together before they go to cryo sleep, and we're not gonna get any of that. So I will forever be bitter about that.
Yeah.
No, I think they're together.
They're gonna stay together for sure. I think that's gonna be the way they wake up.
I don't think so, guys. You're too positive.
Last night we were talking about them kissing.
No,
like, literally,
we
go up and down. Like we sometimes think they're gonna kiss in the finale, and then other times you don't. Like
no, last night I was so on board with like the true love's kiss to like break the spell, like kind of like a Snow White, like Sleeping Beauty type of scenario.
Yeah, we were literally like
I was so hopeful, and then I saw the inside, and my expectations lowered and became a little bit more realistic.
It brought you down to earth. Yeah.
Yeah, Jason and that inside dish.
Yeah, guys, I need him to call her princess too, but I don't know about that. Maybe next season.
Save the Rover. Is the Rover one of the big deaths? I'm gonna miss the Rover.
That's so sad.
I read the comment like before we started talking and was just like no more Rover, and I just got really sad.
That is really sad. No Rover sex.
About that.
Oh no.
I
Rover
no,
talk.
they can bring the Rover.
I don't think
They
so.
can bring the Rover.
I don't
They can
think
drive it onto the ship.
Yeah, you're gonna need it.
Why wouldn't that? Yeah, why wouldn't that work?
I feel like they won't have time or energy. I mean,
What do you mean? The Rover is important to us. Rover
yeah,
is a part of our family.
but everybody is running. You know, Maddie, Bellamy, and Echo, and the people are behind them. They're all running. Nobody's in Rover.
Maddie saved the Rover. Clark saved the Rover while she was waiting for them to run into it.
No, Maddie had the Rover.
Yeah, but Clark went and got the Rover. While
Clark had time to go
Yes.
to get the
Yes,
Rover.
exactly.
Yeah, see that's. Do you think Bellamy and Clark will go into cryo next to each other?
I hope so.
I
I think so.
think
I
they
can't
will.
imagine them not.
Better. Let me tell you, after what I went through in season 5, the least thing I deserve is for them to like pause my stuff. That is the least I deserve.
But
Where I'm at though, like we need the Becco breakup, like
We need
next
the breakup,
episode.
yeah. Or we need them to really
We
be on
need them
bad
to be like
terms.
have that strain like between them, like.
Becco breakup is gonna happen in season 6, episode 8.
8,
Maybe.
I think so. Yeah.
No!
Listen, we didn't even get the try yet.
No,
No, but
no.
they're
I
no.
moved it for a season.
Yeah, but they're nowhere close to break up, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Bellamy was not looking at her all lovey-dovey like she was to him.
Wow,
I
his
don't get
sister was about to kill herself.
Yeah, I'm really not
sacrifice
reading
herself.
that much into
Yeah.
the look, because like a lot of things happen. I just connected that to the Blakes, like it was a lot to stick in. So
Did you guys hear the whole thing going around when everybody believed that Bellamy in that moment didn't realize
He didn't know it was Echo.
he didn't
Like,
realize
I-
it was Echo?
Like, guys, I wish, but
You guys,
no.
like we actually didn't believe that.
We don't
but-
believe that, but I wish. That's
yeah,
that's
no, I was like,
it's
I
a
was
nice way of thinking.
I was literally just like, oh my god, people are gonna get so disappointed if they release the script. Like, that is
That
not.
we didn't believe.
Yeah.
not.
I will shut that shit down. No,
but-
What?
no, Logan, Walking Dead, Negan.
That shit down. I am Negan when like you come up with hopeful theories. I'm just like, I will shut that shit down.
Lola is the hundreds version of Negan.
Yes, I am. If I had the bat, I would kill Echo. I would do this for us.
Unfortunately, to the
I don't have
fandom.
to Oh my god, the dogs.
I know my dogs are
Happy
in
just
here.
sneezed on me. That was lovely.
Yeah, my dogs are here. Anyway, oh yeah, okay. So a lot of people were saying Clark running in the promo is going to parallel 205, but I actually really think that she's running to Maddie, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Definitely right. Like
That was so funny to me because that's the only thing I was hoping for, that she's gonna run after Bellamy.
Yeah,
I was so
that's
sure that's
after
gonna
Bellamy.
actually happen. And then I saw the GIF where Space Crew and Maddie are not Space Crew, One Crew and Maddie are coming running towards the ship, and Clark is running, and I was like, of course,
yeah.
of course.
Yeah, I think she'll run it back. Yeah, okay. See, now what's gonna happen with Bellamy and Clark when they first see each other again? I feel like it's gonna be like they might just nod to each other. I could see that, like kind of like an agreement, like let's finish this type of thing. And then I could see them not talking until they're on the ship. I could see something.
I feel like we're gonna definitely have a look, but
I expect like
311,
311.
yeah,
The
something
311
like that.
look.
Just
I think we're gonna get a look full
Yeah.
of pain.
I think it might be like something similar
The
to
first look
311.
between them, yeah.
But the way that they looked at each other in 311 is like,
maybe more guiltier look than
Like
311
for
because
both of them,
for-
because
for-
like
yeah,
both have something.
both
to
of them,
do.
Yeah.
I both of them are feeling guilty for what they did. So I think maybe something like that we're gonna get.
I just don't know how they're gonna get to, like, how are they gonna initiate thought? Like, what's gonna happen to initiate?
Yeah, that was the last time we saw each other, so.
Well, because like Bellamy's gonna be like, I have to go get my friends,
and she's gonna be like, I'm gonna help you.
But like that's the thing. I thought Clark was like running to like go with him, and now I don't know. I mean, she still can. I think that is really the perfect moment to get them to make them have the talk, because like Bellamy's like, he's not leaving their friends. So I think that is like the perfect way to address the fact that like Clark was left behind and also everything that came with that. And
well, Clark is gonna have to, like, what is she gonna tell Bellamy?
Well, either
to get him into that spaceship.
Either she's gonna tell him something, or they're actually gonna show up as friends, and we're all gonna go on the ship. But
no, I think that's a perfect moment for Clark to try to get Bellamy in that ship.
Like, we have to do this together this time, or something. Like, we have to go. I don't know. It's just, I feel like there's a lot of things that they could do, and I don't know if they'll actually do it.
I really want Clark to bring up the radio calls. I want Clark to bring up.
Clark's not going to bring up. It's going to be Maddie.
Like, at this point, I don't think Maddie is gonna, because like when I don't think Maddie's gonna bring them up, because like Maddie is busy with her whole like commander thing.
Yeah. So how are the radio calls gonna get?
Maddie could bring it up, and then Bellamy could go to Clark, and that's what.
Well, we've been saying that we wanted like Bellamy to have to make a choice this season in the finale, where he's gonna have to choose between Clark and Maddie and Space Crew, like something where he's gonna have to
choose to go to Clark,
and he's gonna choose Clark,
and he's gonna choose Clark.
Well, I don't know, because like I don't know who is left behind. I don't know where they are. I don't know what is happening. Because like I think Bellamy would be like I'm not leaving them behind, like, because like, she got left behind.
Yeah, maybe I'm not doing it.
She's like, I'm not doing this again. Like, I cannot do this again.
I thought that would start the conversation, something like that. I'm not doing this again. I did it one time, and
like I can't do it again.
Maybe it killed me.
Oh, we're not that lucky. We're not gonna get that.
That's true. Hold on. Katie said they're all in the village. Bellamy needs to see Clark and Maddie's house and see the drawings. I don't think we're gonna have time for that, but he is in the village finally.
Oh my god!
And that is
he sees the picture of that Clark drew of him.
That would be great if that could happen. But I don't know.
Look at him, just be like,
just something
like radio calls quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the village. I don't think he's gonna see the drawings. Like, knowing our luck, like that place burned down or something.
Oh my god, I can't believe he's not gonna see.
He's not gonna see the drawings. He's not gonna.
That's the only thing I was hoping for this entire season.
No, we were hoping for the radio calls more.
Yeah, but this is also the thing I was hoping for.
Yeah.
I just can't get. I just remember Liza at Sadie the Comic on the way that she was giggling and was like, "It's a dress." Like, so
Bob and Eliza, that is like that's their new favorite scene. The scene that they did together is their new favorite.
Yeah,
it's out 313, so it's gonna be huge.
Like that's a lot for me, because like they before 313 they kept mentioning like 1/8, and that's also
and after that they kept mentioning 313,
and this is
until now.
Yeah, and this is a scene that like pops that. And like I don't know how like 413 did it.
And I remember like when they finished shooting the scene, they were asked what was, I think maybe even Conaghan, I'm not sure what was their favorite scene, and they said it's in the finale. So
yeah,
I feel
they were like, you haven't seen it yet.
They've been building this, and then when we had met Eliza, and she was like, and then we said it, but then they love each other again, and she was like, and at the very, and she's like, never mind, I can't say it. She's like, I can't wait till I could talk about it, and I really think that it has to do with them going into cryo and the moment that they're gonna have when they wake up, or before they go into cryo.
I think before. I think they have to talk before they go.
They definitely
cryo.
Yeah, I think it'll be before. But I think that they also are gonna have a moment when they wake up, because I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna wake up and it's gonna be so many years later. And what I want to know though is why Bellamy and Clark? Why is it just the two of them that wake up? Like, where is everybody else?
That's what's weird.
It's weird. Like, where is everybody? Why only those two? Like, yes, there could have been a message.
Are we so sure that that's after waking up?
We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's maybe when they
are supposed to
before the cryo state.
Cryo.
Yeah.
I keep saying
Cryo. Yeah, it's cryo.
It's just like I started saying Cairo. I cannot.
What is it? Wait, what is it? Is it Cairo or cryo?
Cryo.
It's cryo.
Like
it's
we called it Cairo the whole season.
It was
That's after I think episode 1.
Whatever I'm saying, it's the opposite of that. I cannot.
Oh my God,
Meredith is here, and she just came with some positivity to kill me.
What?
Goes, imagine if Cryo erased like the last 5 years of their memory.
And we're back to full season 4 mindset.
That would be great. That'd be so good.
Like, please erase it from my memory.
Yeah.
Erase this
season from my memory. Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't know. Like,
they're gonna be
as long as it's not memory loss, I'm good. Don't do the memory
That's the only
loss.
memory loss I'd be good with.
Yeah.
Let's not summon the other kind of memory loss.
Yeah, see? Okay, Wendy Farrell. Remember Bob said he had to read the book about the last man on Earth, the Sparrow. Yeah, like, what was that whole thing about?
No.
I kept saying I'm gonna read the fucking book and I didn't stop. Let me just like
I know. We need to get that book so we can read it.
Sparrow, right?
The Sparrow.
I keep thinking of like Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm gonna read that. I don't know what.
Oh my God, Logan! Then Maddie would have a 6-year-old enhanced mind. Yeah. Oh my God.
Then Maddie would have a 6-year-old enhanced
But
mind.
maybe
Oh my God! Yeah, that would be ridiculous.
Because she's the commander, she has the flame. So maybe
no. The flame needs to be.
How are we gonna get rid of the flame?
But the flame better not come to space.
I want the flame storyline done, but I don't see how it's gonna be done if we still have Maddie around with the flame.
The flame needs
unless they take it out of her head and like let it burn on the earth.
We don't need it anymore. Please destroy it.
Oh my God.
Maybe Maddie like just tells that after the war ends, maybe she just tells Clark the password, and so we can get it over with and like destroy it.
That would be amazing.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm sorry. The book The Sparrow takes place in 2019. Come on. And it was written in 97.
Oh my God, that's really scary. That's
wow.
How did they do that?
Yeah, that's weird.
Extraterrestrial life. Come on, it's another planet. Humanity finally finds proof of extraterrestrial life.
I'm telling you, like aliens are gonna come in. So the password is Bellamy.
What? Like the
Meredith goes password. Hold on. Blark 5
password radio calls. Password Clark called you for 2,109 days. That's how it gets addressed.
No, so extraterrestrial. So aliens. They're either gonna go to the planet and there's gonna be aliens, or they're gonna be the aliens, which I think would be.
What if? Yeah, but like, what if the like people on the new planet like don't look like you, don't look human? Are we gonna do that?
I don't think so, honestly.
I don't think so.
And have like actual
like an avatar
alien looking people.
They're blue. They're green.
I remember some of Jason's interview before season 5 where everybody suggests that Elijah's like 4 were aliens, and he really dismissed it, like that's never gonna happen. So
no, I don't think it's gonna be.
Yeah, so I don't think that's gonna be definitely a thing.
I think it'd be really cool if we came down on like a really like advanced technology world or whatever, and our guys are like the aliens, because like we believe in aliens, and like because like no way are humans the only species ever in the entire galaxy. The galaxy's huge.
Yeah, we're very big aliens in like real life.
Yeah,
so
like I love.
Cool
I think aliens are really cool.
Yeah.
So like I think they're really interesting. Like it's such an interesting concept of like, what if aliens are like kind of like people and we just don't know that they're like, you know, what if they look like us? Like we don't really know what they look like.
Yeah.
So what if they come down and They're in space, so.
Yeah, but like I think the people on the new planet are Legis 3, which are people from our planet. So like I think they're gonna be normal.
Or there is no people, and we can focus on the characters' development and relationships.
Yeah, maybe it's just
Let's
a barren planet. With them.
Maybe, yeah. I feel like
Then
that's
what would be like the conflict if we're just on a planet by ourselves?
The relationships and them trying to survive on like we can have like natural disasters. What if there's like tornadoes, there's hurricanes? Like what if there's natural disasters and it's like them against nature and it's more like the relationships?
I mean, I would love that, but that's not gonna happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, I would love that too, but
I'm still hoping.
Like they could put them in the desert with nothing to do. They will find a way to start a war or something.
Yeah.
And commit another like somehow we'll kill another 300 people because we love the number 300 and killing people. Like we will find a way, people. I don't understand that, but
yeah.
Do
you think that we're gonna at least get a hug between Bellamy and Clark this episode?
Yes.
No.
At least a hug. No.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't know why. I just don't think so.
But
I hope we do. We better get a hug at least.
But I don't. When do you think
like after they finish the talk?
No, there is no way they're gonna go and if they talk when they are trying to save somebody. I don't think there is time for them to like be or hugging and everything.
I'm so tired. There not being enough time for Blark.
Yeah, I'm tired too, honestly.
Like the world is always ending. Everything is always shit when they have to talk.
Yeah.
Come on.
Can't have nice things. We really can't.
No, that scene's gonna be really nice.
I think it's gonna be a really great
I think the scene's gonna be really
I think we're
great.
gonna be happy.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of it. So I think that we're gonna get good stuff.
Why did they put them into cryo sleep? Why didn't they just leave them behind, just like the two of them, and they could have talked for those like however many years? I don't even think that would be enough, but like it's a great start. Like they should just like not put them into cryo sleep. Honestly, let them talk, people.
Yeah. Ooh, getting a hug feels like baiting like every other season. I mean, like we always get hugs. Like it would be great if we got something more. Like I'm hoping that like,
oh, you know, what about a forehead touch? I mean, that would be really convenient. That's not a hug. We have never gotten that between Bellamy and Clark.
A kiss on the forehead.
For me,
honestly, Marcella, you just deserve the forehead touch.
Yeah, yeah.
I do.
You deserve this.
But honestly, I can't believe I'm gonna say it. For me, hug wouldn't do anything. For me, talk would do so much more than a hug. Honestly, I just want them.
Yeah. I want them to be able to connect more.
Exactly. I don't honestly care about them anymore. I just care about them figuring some things out and crossing the fucking line with anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if there is robots?
Somebody's saying they're over hugs in the chat. Like, please, if Bellamy and Clark hug, we're gonna die.
We're gonna be excited.
We're never over hugs. Like that is a little no.
They have the
but
best.
like I actually don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I didn't even think
Where did that come from? Ballard takes a drastic turn. I saw that on Twitter. Who said that? I don't remember that being in an interview.
Clark, what?
Taking a drastic turn in the finale.
Hopefully
does that mean romantic? The
I
don't
remember that happening.
This drastic turn doesn't mean romantic, and crossing the line that I don't need it. Honestly,
I don't remember that being in an interview though. I don't remember hearing that like at all.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Sex is too much.
Somebody said Bob. Everybody's saying Bob said that. When?
Said that? What do you mean?
I would know it.
I need receipts.
Give me the link.
Where did that happen? I didn't see that at all. I didn't see the part where you said you saw it on Twitter. I didn't see it at all.
Maybe like a few months ago.
I don't think so. Did we miss something while we were on the live chat? Is it just out?
Okay, so let's say Bob did say that they take a drastic turn. I'm thinking that the drastic turn is going to be romantic. And I did you guys hear that Holly said to a fan at Relay or something that something about there's surprises for Blark.
Who said that?
Bob's manager.
Oh,
Bob's manager said there are surprises for the life.
Something like that, yeah.
Was the surprise betrayal? Was that surprising?
Well, no, I'm thinking the surprise is going to be the really emotional scene that we're going to get. I really think that it's going to be something really big. That's what we've been like hinting at. You even had Lindsay who said that there's 2 romances this season. Like, I think that it's going to be,
which is why
really
that
nice.
part of me is screaming that they're going to kiss.
No, but yeah, I think the conversation. I would love that.
Like, that conversation.
I just don't want that conversation to be like talking about a lot of things.
A combination.
And I would love for them to be like emotional in that conversation.
No, that conversation has to be a combination of 3, 5, 3, 13, and 4, 13.
Literally.
Like, that's what that conversation.
Literally, especially 3, 5, and 3, 13. Honestly, especially those 2.
Yeah.
I'm hoping something gets brought up with home again, because remember when Clark first when she hugged Bellamy, she's like, and now you're home. So I'm like, now their home is being destroyed. So like their home is really with each other. Like I would love something like a declaration of that, because I feel like because they've not been on the same page this season because they lack communication. They have not communicated how happy they are that the other's alive. Like that's just kind of been, it hasn't been said, and I really feel like Clark needs to hear that.
That could be brought up too, because they're watching their home be destroyed. Like that could easily be like they could look out and one of them can be like, "There goes our home. It's destroyed," and then they could say something like, "We'll build a new one together," or like, "My home is with you."
Jason said that Bellamy's complete, so
yeah, Bellamy's complete in the finale.
Yeah.
So
Bellamy's complete. He has Echo.
Clark.
Yeah, I mean, yes, actually, he has Clark because like, that is the only thing that is like really. I mean, not the only thing because like he's with. I mean, things that are.
I just keep thinking that Echo needs to be left on Earth.
Why can't we like throw her off space?
I keep thinking that Echo needs to be left on Earth. Just because, like, I can't imagine her being on the ship when all this is happening.
No, I don't think that's.
What did Meredith say? New Jason is Jason to be now.
That's not gonna happen.
No.
What is not gonna happen?
I said, what if she falls off the ship?
Echo? Oh, please. Then season 6 is like Bellamy mourning Echo. I could not do that.
No. She's gonna make it to season 6. She'll be fine.
Make Echo live forever because I cannot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we can't kill her.
That's not gonna happen.
No.
I don't see Jason's new interview.
I don't see Jason's new interview. What is I don't know what Meredith is talking about.
Wait,
what happened?
Wait, which one, Meredith? Meredith
there certainly will be a connection between those two characters in the finale over what happened and how to move forward.
What does that mean? What happened about the betrayals? Okay.
Oh, hold on, wait, I see it.
Where do you see it? I don't see it anywhere.
Okay, but like that is the part that he said about Clark. Everything else is like whatever.
That's simple. That's all.
Obviously, Clark is on the right side, but from the perspective of Bellamy at this point and others who are with Space Crew, there certainly will be a connection between those two characters in the finale over what happened and how to move forward. I'll take it.
Okay.
It's gonna be a forgiveness. It's gonna be forgiveness then, obviously.
So the talk is gonna mostly be about betrayals then.
The talk's gonna be about them forgiving each other.
About what they did. Yeah, it'll be about
how about with that?
How do we address the
yeah, we need to address everything else though. All the feelings.
Like that is not the only thing you have to address. That's like the least of the things you have to address. Because
you can forgive each other easily,
because that betrayal has so much behind it.
Yeah.
There's so many things you have to like talk about because of that. Like, what are you? Oh, come on, people, talk. Oh my God, just talk.
Just tell each other you love each other. Really.
That's it. Each other. I need more words.
Any other couple would have just been together already. Like, why is this so difficult?
Yeah.
Well, because it's the 100, and I don't know. They like to see us suffer.
I feel like because it's Belak. The 100 has nothing to do with it.
No, every other relationship
that's what he said about Bellamy. He came into his into this season, heart and head, fully heroic. He struggled mightily with how far to go in stopping his sister and whether or not Octavia was in fact still salvageable and in there. The moment in episode 12 when she says, "Don't you want me dead?" and he says yes to me is crushing, obviously, deliberately so. That will reverberate into the finale. So that's going to get brought up again.
I mean,
I'm
God.
I'm glad.
I mean, yeah, like
I'm glad.
Blake.
I honestly didn't expect Blake scene at all. I expected maybe a look or something, just like at the end. I didn't expect it because I thought Bellamy's gonna be more like, let's save everybody. Let's save my friends and my family.
Hold on, I like what he said here. He goes, I think he's like addressing this like because this is what like everybody was saying. In terms of what he's learned, he's our hero through and through this season in my eyes. My favorite Bellamy for sure. Anybody who says they miss their Bellamy, I mean, that makes me laugh because the Bellamy they missed was impulsive, emotional, overreactive, and did stupid things because he didn't think with his head. This Bellamy thinks with his head and feels with his heart. That's what you want. He's a grown-up now.
Fuck off.
Okay,
I
disagree.
Oh my god, he snapped.
I disagree with every fucking word you just said, honestly.
All I was thinking was everybody during like the season of like not my Bellamy.
Well, oh my fucking god, I'm so pissed off right now.
Motherfucker.
It just makes me laugh that he wrote that. It just makes me laugh.
I mean, he knows what people are saying. What an asshole. Oh, I know I can't even get mad. Like, yeah, we're insane. We're insane.
Okay, yeah, this is the Ballark part of it. The question was, following up on that, is there a possibility for any of these relationships which have been broken to be healed at all? He said, yeah, we'll see the beginnings of some healing for sure between some people, obviously. Clark is on the right side from the perspective of Bellamy at this point and others who are with Space Crew. There certainly will be a connection between those two characters in the finale over what happened and how to move forward. So there's going to be a big moment that's really going to set up where the relationship is going to be in season 6. That's how I'm taking that.
That's how I'm taking that too.
Like, that connection is going to be really important next season.
Yeah. He stopped.
I don't know.
Are you reading this? Hold on, I'll link this to you. I'll text this to you.
Link us. I don't even know where you found it. What site is that?
K-Site TV. I just texted it to you.
Okay. I'm just sent it to you as well.
Wait, what are they? Echo is a regular for season 6.
Of course she is. Why wouldn't she be? She's like the main one now.
Wait, not.
Somebody in the chat just said that she's not. I don't know.
No, she's definitely a main character. She's the most important one here.
We didn't watch the sneak peeks of the episodes, no. Somebody just asked.
No, we didn't watch either. I don't know what. Like, I know
what's happening.
I know who's in them. We didn't see it. Yeah. God, I love this bell. Fuck off. I'm just gonna get mad if I continue reading this. Okay, whatever. Dude, I don't know.
I like that though, that we are. Hold on. Clark is on the right side from the perspective of Bellamy at this point, and others who are with Space Crew. Like, what does that mean? Like, Clark is in the right now. Like, she's on the same side as them, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, she is now. She's helping them.
Mm-hmm. There certainly will be a connection between those two characters in the finale over what happened and how to move forward. I am so excited.
I really want that scene now. Like, I just need it.
Oh God, that line. I'm so sorry. I'm still stuck on that line. It makes me just annoying.
Oh no, I don't like this. Okay, in the middle of the Octavia thing, right? You see that in the middle of Octavia, it says at the end of it, things happen really quickly in the finale, and there's not a whole lot of time for sitting back and contemplating where we are emotionally in terms of relationships. It's a roller coaster.
Who said that?
What the fuck is the point of the finale?
Yeah, but
wait, which one is?
No, but that's like contra. I thought that's what we're getting like more like. Isn't like the characters are like the heart of like the finale? So shouldn't it be like more?
yeah.
I'm sorry, repeat.
Like he's saying that, but at the same time, we've heard that the finale is like all like the characters are like the heart and soul, so that's kind of like opposite. So I don't really know.
Yeah, Jason literally confirmed that Octavia is gonna survive. So,
well, my heart is racing.
Everyone who's worried about Octavia can like.
Yeah, I don't like what he said about that Bellamy, because that is the Bellamy that we all fell in love with, and I still do. Like, I can't not love Bellamy. Bellamy's our favorite.
Oh no, I love Bellamy.
Like,
he's still he's still Bellamy.
He's still Bellamy to me. He is, but I just don't like that he's like. I feel like I wanted a little bit more heart from Bellamy now. You know, like so all head.
I think that's what we were getting in the finale, though.
That's hopefully where the finale is gonna be. Yeah.
No, the thing is, what is pissing me off is that we got all heart Bellamy in this season, but that wasn't the heart we knew and we fell in love with. Like, that wasn't the heart towards Octavia or towards or towards Clark. That was completely the heart towards Space Crew. And
that was the problem. Yeah.
He understands because he made this whole story in his mind, and he imagined how they survived those 6 years and what kind of relationships they made. But he didn't show anything on the screen, so I don't know anything about that, and I don't feel anything when Bellamy is doing anything for Space Crew to save them, when he's following his heart and betraying this person, doing this to this person or anything like that. So.
Well, I think that now that Bellamy and Clark are going to talk in the finale and they're going to be on the same page in season 6, I think that he's going to have, like, I think that they're going to be able to balance each other out more, and we're not going to see so much of just head from Bellamy, you know, like we're going to see more of like heart Bellamy too, because they're going to balance each other out more so now.
Yeah, I think that's going to be
like, I think like it's like that. Who said, either Bob or Eliza had said, like when Bellamy and Clark are together and like on the same page, things are good, and when they're not, things are bad. Like they need each other for that balance. Like even though Bellamy has like knows how to use his head now, I still think Bellamy and Clark are still vital, like to rule together. Like
and I still think I think of that interview when he was like, well, whatever they will decide, they'll decide together. That's the thing that they do on the show. Like, I really think that, like, I can't imagine them not being on the same page next season after what we've been through this season. I think next season's going to be a lot about rebuilding relationships. I really
That's why I don't think Bellamy's going to be so just like
basically in this season, we tore everything up that we knew, and now next season, we need to put it back together and even better than before.
I mean, yes, in our minds, but like, I don't know if in Jason's mind necessarily it's like that, because like for us this whole thing got really just like destroyed, like everything got destroyed. But like I don't know for Jason if he's just like, no, well, that's where we are, like what, like I don't know what he's thinking, honestly.
I have no idea what he's thinking, because apparently to him is funny because we don't see any emotional connection to from Bellamy towards Clark. That's
he's like,
that's funny to him, like, because we.
That's funny. Yeah, like how does he not understand? Like, is that not the point? Like, what? He finds it funny. Like
exactly.
It's really not funny, my man. Like it's really not funny. And I don't know why he doesn't see why everyone is upset with that and why everyone says like not my Bellamy or something like that, because it's very clear where the disconnection comes from, and just the fact that he thinks it's funny and doesn't understand it, like, doesn't make me feel confident then in season 6. Yeah. But I guess we'll see.
I'm scared. I just need the finale.
I need the finale.
I need to know where we are going into season 6.
I need it exactly. Like. I feel like we're gonna be setting up like season 6, so I just need to know like where we're at and like.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see. What they do with the finale and how it sets up season 6.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know.
A lot will depend on this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's because the season was rough.
Yeah.
So this finale had
really rough.
It was. They weren't kidding. Yeah. But they also said that the ending. So I trust Bob and Eliza.
I'm telling you, I feel like we're gonna be happy in the end. I do feel like we're gonna be in a good place.
Yeah, I think so too. After the episode, at least, maybe not after thinking about the season like in general, but after that episode, I feel like we're gonna get a lot of the arc that we didn't get since like 413.
And we say a lot. We mean like 2 scenes max.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, I think to talk about what happened, I feel like they need to bring up their feelings because, like, they were so hurt by each other.
Exactly.
To feel
It's
so
gonna-
hurt by each
if
other,
that-
like, there needs to be
That
some.
needs, there needs to be.
That needs to come up. You know.
I feel like
Yeah.
it should come up naturally too. If the I think it will.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
that I think it's gonna foreshadow because we're gonna be starting the next season with Bellamy and Clark in the same place. That never happens. That only happened in season 3 going into season 4, and that was like their best dynamic, really. Like that was when they were at their best in season 4. So I'm hoping that now that they're together,
Yeah.
it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bob is directing an
Bob's
episode.
directing an episode. We're so proud of him.
I know. I got really happy when I heard that.
Yeah, me too. I was.
Like, I can't wait for
Especially
that
because
episode.
me too. Especially because we know he wanted that for so long, and
Yeah.
we had pictures of him like learning from the
He went
other
to classes.
and from the other directors.
From there was like pictures in season 4.
Or
I
when
think.
he has the
When he came to like shadow director, I don't know what it's called.
So I'm very happy.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really happy. I can't wait for that episode.
Yeah,
I really
me
want to
too.
see how he does.
I'm
So
ready.
probably
Whatever happens in that episode, that's gonna be probably my favorite episode of the entire season, honestly. Because
Definitely. Okay, now when do you think that Bellamy and Clark are going to see each other? How early into the episode? Like, I'm thinking at least a half hour.
Yeah, I think in the first
7 minutes.
let's say 10, let's say 12.
Really? Wait, that early?
For the what?
Yeah,
I think
we don't
so.
have time.
Because I think we're gonna have. I think we're gonna if we want to.
But like how? She has to stop the missiles.
She has to stop the missiles, and they look like they're going to be fighting the Valley people. Because I feel like what's going to happen is they're going to go into the Valley, and there's going to be like a war, and they're going to be trying to get to Clark just to help stop the missiles, maybe.
Maybe, but then like they're not gonna meet early on in the episode. But like we don't have any time. We don't have any time.
I think it's gonna be at the halfway mark.
It'll probably be about a good 20 minutes in, I think.
Yeah. I don't know.
But like, how do they they need to talk for at least like 2.5 minutes? Like
it better not be like we have 15 minutes left of the episode and they still haven't seen talked
or seen each other.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be.
I will turn it off if they don't meet after they have to meet in the first 15. I cannot do it.
You were not turning it off.
You're not gonna turn this off. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna watch this whole play out.
You'll watch me turn it off if they don't meet in the first 15. I promise.
And then we're gonna watch you turn it back on in the reaction video.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. She might, and I can't stop her, but I'm not gonna.
One of my favorite moments from you guys was the whole kill him when with Bellamy in episode 9. Just kill him, and then you started crying.
2 seconds later, you just started crying because he was on his knees.
Yeah,
I mean that's the only way I can deal with that because I was so mad, and Maddie was like, "They're gonna die." I was like, "Let him."
Yeah.
And then I look at Bellamy, and he looks so just sad and broken, and I'm just broken because what is happening? I don't understand any of this, and so I'm just sad in general. I start crying. I don't know. This season just this. I really want this the entire time.
Literally, not the entire
From
season,
scene
but
to scene,
every
from
episode,
scene to
literally
scene.
every scene.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a roller coaster of emotions. I think we're gonna be.
I think so too.
I think we're gonna be crying at the end for sure because it's gonna be a big bad.
I think it's gonna be
I
crying.
keep saying heartbreaking. That's how they always describe it, as heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm gonna start crying because it's finally over. I want
I'm gonna be from happiness.
Finally be free from this season. No, we're gonna cry this entire episode. Like season 4 was bad. I don't think anything.
I'm just like we have to have 2 more deaths, right? In this episode. I have no idea who's that gonna be. Honestly, I know one death, but I don't know the other one.
Oh my god, Mickey just like tripped.
My dog just like fell. Like, I don't know what's wrong.
That was weird.
Poor dog.
No, but this comment, hold on, it was like about the radio calls. What if maybe part of the forgiving combo happens over the radio before Balark even see each other? At least now you're getting my calls. That would be great. I don't know if they're gonna radio each other. I don't know. Can they?
Wait, what did you say? I missed it. I just got
Can they radio themselves? Like, can they radio? Clark has it. Does he? And he has his. They can communicate.
Look, if it's gonna be addressed like that, then don't be addressed. I don't want her to just say, at least now you can get me.
That's not gonna happen.
It could happen.
I don't think they're gonna radio each other. That's random.
To talk about the
No, they won't. I don't think.
No, they might radio each other.
No, I don't think they will. Either one of them is feeling too guilty to call the other one.
But they're in life-threatening situations. I don't think there's time to be like, I should call him, but I'm not gonna because
Many Clark wants to call him, but she can't say Bellamy, and she's like,
so okay.
Echo, listen, is there Echo?
Do we all die, or do I call Bellamy? How do we win?
She will die.
I would call Bellamy.
I think so as well.
I'm not so sure how to
call Bellamy.
Yeah, I don't think the radio calls are going to be brought up like that. I don't think they'll be
brought up like that, but I could definitely see them having a conversation about like the missiles and the plan and what's going on.
But they're going to be brought up, right?
The calls? Yeah.
I'm gonna lie, they said that it gets brought up.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
but
there's also 5-5.
Yeah, but they also said something that the trader who he loves is gonna be brought up.
Yeah,
I don't think that's gonna be brought up. So do we believe them with the phone calls?
No, I think that just got like somehow mixed in the conversation. No, I don't know how.
What do you mean mixed in the conversation?
Well, I could see like if that gets brought up, I could see Bellamy being like, I did take out my sister for the war, but I did it also for you because I couldn't let that happen or something like that. I could
like in that way. I think that can be addressed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like maybe like somehow he mentions that like he poisoned Octavia also for her, or something. Like that is the only way that can like be.
I mean, he literally lived for her. Like if you think about it, Bellamy is who he is now because of Clark's advice to him in 413.
Yeah.
See, I want Bellamy to tell her that because she told Echo you were good for him.
Oh my god.
Like girl, he's not that way because of Echo. Let's get one thing straight. Like there's no come on, Echo being a good influence is ridiculous. Come on.
I still think that.
So like someone tell Clark that it's because of her, and I'll be happy.
Yeah. Remember when like in episode what was that in episode? Was that in 5 when the heart and it was like all like the heart?
Oh yeah,
so, like, what if like we still that comes back in the finale and it's all like, what does your heart say? What if?
I don't think it's gonna come back now. I don't think so.
I can't.
We have so many things to address.
Well, then why did we bring that up? I guess just because it was Clark like acknowledging that Bellamy's different.
Yeah.
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 I mean, that's it. I mean, there are a lot of loose ends that like the show just won't address.
Like for example, do you think that they're gonna like? Okay, so Maddie shows up with the rover, right? With Echo. Where do they think that Clark is? Like, where do they think that Clark plays into this? Because Maddie either escaped
we were talking about this. We're
Clark
like, we hope that like it gets addressed, like where Clark is, and like that's not something that we're just supposed to like assume that Maddie told them on the way.
But I think it's gonna be assumed that Maddie told them on the way because like we don't have much time.
I want Bellamy's reaction to Clark doing that. Like,
I mean, I would love that, but I think it's not gonna be addressed. Honestly.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna cut that part. I mean, that's gonna be just like we're gonna assume that it was addressed and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna. We're supposed to know that they're all aware that Bellamy So Bellamy, Murphy, Amori, Gaia, Indra, Octavia, Echo, and Maddie. Those are the people that are in the rover, right?
Yeah, but they're gonna separate, right?
They're gonna separate. That's what I was just going for. So wait, they're in the rover. It seems like some of Wong crew and Bellamy, Echo, and Maddie are gonna go to the vet.
Yeah.
So where are Murphy and Amori gonna go? Because it seems like they get separated.
I don't know where they are gonna go and why.
I mean, there's definitely something else to stop that we like don't know about now. Like, you have to turn something off or do something.
Yeah, something like that. So I think when Bellamy says the line like "I have to go to see my friends," I think he meant Murphy and Amori, especially because they're the ones who we know that are separated.
Yeah, that's true.
See, I really feel like that needs to get brought up, though, the whole thing with, like, where Clark is. Because what if, like, because, hold on. I think everyone is going to assume that they took Maddie when Clark wasn't there. So what
that was the original
What if
plan.
Bellamy assumes that they just took Maddie away from Clark?
I don't think so. I don't think so. If that's gonna be addressed like that. If it's gonna be addressed, it's gonna be addressed just like briefly. Clark is doing that and that. Like we need to, like something like that.
Yeah,
and
like
maybe a shot of Bellamy's face, and then like we're
continuing on.
Yeah.
Like maybe just like briefly, like 1 second of.
Yeah, literally 1 second.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I want so much.
I know. It's a lot. I'm excited though to see Bellamy be like protective over Maddie, because that was what he used to help Gaia. He was like, what about Maddie? You're gonna let a 12-year-old like rule on her own or whatever. So, and it seems like from the inside, it looks like Bellamy is going to really be like protective of Maddie, which is really nice.
Well, I mean, look, he better, because he's the one who
made her the commander. Yeah,
like just like stay by her side, honestly. There, so like he's doing what he needs to do there. Really, if he wasn't by her side, I would be pissed.
Yeah, didn't you guys feel like that scene between Clark and Maddie felt very final? It was weird.
No, I mean, it felt final in a sense, like
Clark is finally letting her go. Yeah, it's
but it didn't feel final in the sense that like they're not gonna.
Especially because I don't think that's definitely not happening in my mind. That I don't think Maddie is dying for sure. So
yeah, I think Maddie's good.
Even see it like that.
Yeah. Yes, Katie, that would be good. She betrayed you. I don't care what she did. Something like that. Like, I want Bellamy to be worried about her stopping the missiles.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would love that.
There's this. I don't even know why I'm bringing this up. I don't. Did you watch Doctor Who?
No,
we haven't seen Doctor Who.
There's this scene where like the companion of the Doctor, like she betrays him, and she's talking to him, and she's like, I did this and this and this, like in the sense of I betrayed you, and like he says, yeah, you did this and this and this, but and she was like, why are you helping me? And like he just goes, do you think I care so little for you that betraying me would make a difference?
Oh my god, that's a great line.
That line like stuck out to me in the show. It's like that murdered me, honestly. And so I mean,
great.
That'd be amazing if we got a line like that.
Yeah.
Not that,
or not, but
yeah.
Like,
no, but that was something like
that's a great line.
It is such a good line. Like, do you think I care for you so little that betraying me would make a difference? Come on. Like, that is such a perfect
thing. Like, we hear Clark told Echo, I've always cared. But, like, does Bellamy know that now after what happened? Like, I feel like they need to, like, declare to each other how important they are to one another.
Radio calls.
And that's the radio calls. Exactly. Like, I feel like she says that, but I don't know if Bellamy would believe that until
there's just not
it.
like there's just a lack of communication between Bellamy and Clark this season. That's the problem. That's why we need that conversation.
Like, no one knows like where they are with each other. Like, no one knows what is happening. No one knows like how much they care. Like, nothing. There's not like no one knows anything really. I mean, I think Bellamy has to realize because of how hurt Clark looks after he betrayed her. Like, I don't know.
Exactly, she slapped him.
She slapped.
She fucking slapped him. So I feel like she knows.
That's something that I thought was annoying about that interview, where it was like, oh, is Bellamy gonna forgive Clark? But it's like, what about Clark like forgiving
exactly.
Bellamy? Like,
exactly,
like
people.
it's both of them that betrayed each other. And
have
Bellamy was in the wrong too, because I didn't like the way that he left her in chains screaming. Like, why didn't he explain to her what he was trying to do? Why didn't he talk to her and comfort her before making that decision?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of lots for them to communicate about, because I feel like they both just like no one can like look at the other one and be like on the higher horse, you know? Like, is that even what it's saying? Like, no one can have the upper hand there because they both did things that were wrong, and I just think they need to address that.
Yeah, like nobody was fully right in that situation.
Of course, I mean, it was just a shitty situation to begin with, so.
That's why I didn't like that when it said that in, like, I don't know why it said that in the TV. Like, I'm afraid now that they're going to make it seem like it was mostly Clark that was in the wrong, when really that whole situation.
Exactly, that's what I don't understand, honestly.
Literally, I'm just going to be Clark Defense Squad, the entirety of episode 13 if they go that
I don't think that they're going to go that way in episode 13. I think that's going to prolong in season 6.
I mean, I'm gonna be
if I understood correct what I got from the interview is that I don't think we'll have that much time for that to be like addressed and prolonged in episode 13. I think it's gonna be more like
in episode 6.
In season 6. Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be just
yeah, me too.
But okay, I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I have no.
I just want them both to forgive each other. Like, I just want forgiveness for both of them.
I mean, yeah, like, look, from other people, I can kind of, I'm gonna be mad, but I will deal with them expecting Clark to, I don't know, them me being mad at Clark.
No, I'm gonna just be pissed off at every person who says anything to Clark, except Bellamy. Like, I'm gonna be like, I want you dead. But with Bellamy, I want them to, and I don't care if they talk. But with Bellamy, I just want them to talk and to understand each other. But I actually do think Bellamy, at least Bellamy does understand Clark.
And that is like very important.
Yeah, and I think
if he doesn't, I'm gonna quit the fucking show.
Yeah, exactly.
I swear, that is like my.
I think Bellamy does understand her, and I think Clark is gonna understand Bellamy, and they're gonna talk and. I think
you're really positive about that.
No, I can't see anything else happening anymore. Honestly,
I think that we're gonna get that too.
So I feel like that has to happen. They left it for episode 13, so I feel like we're gonna have a great scene.
Yeah, that's exactly what they've been saving it for. Because think about it, from when they reunited in episode 4, have they really talked at all? Like, no,
we got that scene with the fire by the fire, and
that was
Bellamy asked her like, "How did you survive?" And she blew it off, saying that she had magic.
Like that was
exactly.
So that needs to come back up too, like how she survived that long, which is the radio calls.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean,
we always wanted that to get to be addressed. So I hope it's gonna be in this episode.
Right. I can't imagine that not coming up. I really couldn't.
I think that doesn't come up. I don't understand the point of this season. Like this season, then just that is the nail in the coffin of this season.
I still won't understand the point of this season.
No, but at least something.
At least something. Yeah, at least they're gonna try to repair the damage.
Yeah, they have to fix what they've done with the show, and I think that's gonna be season 6.
Yeah, all the relationships need to get fixed.
I honestly hope so. I honestly because I really can't see it going like this anymore. I feel like they just prolonged it with this season. Like if you understand what I think, so what I mean, and what we expected in season 5, we're gonna kind of get in season 6. At least I hope that's gonna happen.
So the season was pointless.
Yeah, exactly. This season was pointless.
Yeah.
I mean, not for Octavia's character, but for everything else, it was actually pointless. Completely. And I mean, they for example, for Belark Sorlin, they could have put the entire season in like 2 episodes, you know.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Literally. Yeah, but they didn't. So yeah. I feel like we can only go up from here, guys. So
there's only up. We've already been knocked down.
Well, yeah.
We're talking about another list has to be made for the pod. Okay, no, but what's strange is don't we only have 300 pods? That's actually really
that is a thing. That is actually.
I think the majority of people are gonna die on Earth, though. I don't think they're gonna make it to the. We only have anyway.
We only have 300 people that can go into the pods.
But a lot of people already died. I think. Yeah, I think already 300 people of one crew died. Almost entire Legion's people died. So like.
By the time the war is over, maybe
I feel like we're gonna have
people are gonna die for us not to have to kill more people.
Yeah, I think so too. I feel like a lot of them will not make it, not because we will not let them.
It's gonna be really satisfying to see these 2 storylines that we've been following all season finally meet up and come together. Like you even see in the promo Octavia with Abby, and we're assuming that's Kane and Miller and stuff. So. It's nice to see everybody come together.
Yeah, we've been separated for a lot.
Yeah, we have been.
Yeah, I mean that's really interesting that Octavia is carrying Kane. That is really like interesting.
Exactly.
Like Kane, you would think that he would be dead though, and I don't think he is.
He's not.
No, he's not dead.
I don't know how he survived that, honestly. But
that's the thing. Like, how are they gonna explain how he survived getting like his neck literally bit like off?
Well, look, the 100 just like goes with it. Like they're just
How did
she was
first Octavia survive? Was she survived in these 4 seasons? I mean,
she was telling me when she watches like the episodes with her brother. Her brother is just like. Every medical term, I don't even question anymore in the 100 because like my head hurts from that. Like there's nothing correct here, so I stopped questioning.
Yeah,
I feel like they're just gonna like blow it off as like, oh, Abby just saved him. It's fine.
Abby Abby can save like a dead person. She can bring them back to life. It's ridiculous. I don't know how they do.
Oh yeah, what about Gaia too? Gaia was also
I think Gaia is definitely gonna survive.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I think Ingrid's gonna die, you know, and I think that it will be pointless for Indra to die and Gaia to not survive.
Yeah.
So especially because I mean she's shot or something like that, right? And she's not taking care of her wound, so she would take care of Gaia. So I think it would be just devastating and tragic to also Gaia dies.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so like we're still in the same thing. Like the people we're scared about dying are Indra, Monty, and Harper. Like that is it.
We're afraid for Monty, Harper, and then I think that would be it. I don't because then the third one was Ja.
Because I know, but just like the questions, like who are the last few, like maybe like the 3 of them are the 3 that are gonna pick the 2 spots, like in my mind.
So you don't think you're just gonna die?
I don't think that she's gonna die anymore. I don't know. I can't see her dying because I feel like it'd be
her dying, but I just don't think it's gonna happen.
I feel like it'd be such an interesting story to have her in space with everybody. Like I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe they will kill her. I hope not. I really I've loved Indra this season.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Indra this season. Like so if they kill her in this season, I'm gonna be so pissed off.
Yeah, like she has a lot of possibility, I think.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they've made us all love her. So
I agree because before this season she wasn't that like complex character, you know. She was always like just a follower.
In any other season, I don't think I would shed a tear.
No, I would because of Octavia, but I wouldn't because of Indra, like not a single one. But now she's such a more complex character after everything. She grew so much as a character.
Oh yeah, some people are talking about Ethan's death. That was really sad.
That was sudden, honestly.
It's yeah. I mean, like it is sad when you think about it, but it happened in like 1 second.
It wasn't even like I know.
Yeah. It was like Ethan. Oh, okay.
All right, we're done here.
Like here he is having his first line, and then he dies.
It was really significant though to have Ethan die because it's a little child in a war who wasn't even meant to be in a war.
I mean, we're just like it's becoming ridiculous how desensitized we become to like children and like. I mean, the commander is 12. Like what? That is so fucked up. Like that is ridiculous to me. Like we keep mentioning like in every reaction. In every reaction. What?
People are talking about Nyla. Where is Nyla? She's at the camp, I'm assuming.
Yeah, she's good. She's good.
Yeah.
She's someone. She's
again had no story this season though, but her story has never really been good anyway.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
nothing.
Considering every season, this is her best one because she was the least.
Yeah.
Like, this was fine. Like the scenes she had this season were, in my opinion, her best because they weren't revolving around Clark and just like being I don't even know what's to Clark. So like for me, this season was her best. Like the 2 scenes she had.
She literally had 2 scenes.
Yeah, I think she'll be fine. I think Jackson will be fine. Miller's gonna be fine.
Yeah, they're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
If Miller died, I would quit the show. Like that is where I draw the line.
What I would love though is for it to have been like 100 years or something, and for Miller and Harper to have been able to like live a life together, you know?
Miller.
Monty and Harper. Monty and Harper. I literally Monty and Harper. Like I want Monty and Harper to have had a life together before they die. If they die.
Yeah,
I mean, I agree. That's what we always want to see from them. Like just.
I mean, the thing with Jason, Monty is peaceful, so.
Yeah, because. I mean, we didn't, before we thought, like, maybe Earth won't get destroyed, they will just, like, have to go to a different planet or something. Like, our ideal ending for them was, like, for Monty and Albert to stay on the ground and just, like, live, be farmers, and just, like, be in peace. But, like, the Earth is destroyed, shockingly so. So just, like, I just want them to have the best life, and, like, if it has to end, then, like, end it after they have peace, finally.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're done with Lexa mentions, too. We're done. That they can't bring any more Lexa mentions. That's it.
If they keep doing it, we need, like, where's the Lincoln mentions?
Where's the Lincoln mention? That's what I want to know. But
where's the Wells mentions?
If the Lexa mentions were just, like, done in a good way, like, no problem with it. But like they're always like in this season and in season 4, they're continuously done in a way that undermines Clark, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, her character.
Like there's like it's so the disservice to Clark's character is ridiculous. It just makes me so mad for her. Like just those kinds of mentions, just like. It seems ridiculous to me, especially in this episode.
Yeah, I honestly thought that we were done with it. And after the episode we had with her mentions, I can't even be happy that they're gone because this was too much, honestly.
I mean, with this, they really just like crossed the line that I didn't think they should have. It was ridiculous to me because like Clark had done. Like, Clark crossed every line this past couple of episodes. She just, like, really crossed every line. Saved Maddie. And, like, now for me, it starts with the fact that, like, she can't destroy the chip, which is just ridiculous.
Exactly.
Like, if you leave people, human beings, like, even not Bellamy, like, other human beings who are alive and breathing, if you leave them to die and then you tell me she can't destroy the chip, that is ridiculous. Because then you're doing that to make Clexa fans happy because like that has like for Clark character, like how she was written this season, that makes zero fucking sense.
That's so fucking stupid, exactly.
And then the only thing, like the thing that brings her back, like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, it doesn't bring her back
exactly.
that like she left people to die. Nothing. No.
She did so many. She crossed so many lines in these past episodes with trying to protect Maddie and save Maddie. And
like, even seeing Raven, like, nothing brings her back. What
she didn't even blink when she pointed a gun at Raven. She literally,
nothing brought her back, and then like Lexa started talking through Maddie, and that's what brings Clark back. Like, I'm sorry.
To me, that's
like, it is so ridiculous. Like, it's not Clark realizing that everything she's doing was like, what am I doing? No. It's Lexa speaking through Maddie, and I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me?
Do you really do this to Clark again? I mean, this is even worse than season 4.
It's like season 4 cannot even compete with the bullshit that was this episode. Like, it was really the worst fucking things the show has done, and it was so.
And actually,
I can't even go there. I'm gonna get mad.
We were so excited before for episode 12. I don't know if you remember, like at the last live chat, we were so excited for this. But in the last 2 episodes, we were so excited. We were so sad that this season is ending. But this episode and that scene destroyed a lot for us.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous.
That's why I hope the flame is just out of season 6 because I'm tired.
I mean, like, in hindsight, though, like, yeah, it wasn't a good scene, but I feel like where they were trying to go with it was the whole thing about, like, oh, Clark is gonna regret betraying Bellamy the way that Lexa betrayed Clark, meaning that Lexa, like, it's like a love thing. Like, Lexa loved Clark, and that was her biggest regret. Clark loves Bellamy, and that would be her biggest.
I feel like that's how we want to see that scene, but I think they were talking about that.
The way they portray that, like, that is my, like, maybe even if they wanted to do that, the way they portray that scene
exactly
was done for Clexa. Like, it was
and
not done
for Lexa and for
like,
Lexa's character.
They literally, like, if they could have, like, made it. They made it in that way so that, like, Bellark fans can get something out of that, but the way the scene was set up was just like pure for Clexa's, which was
and once again for Alexa's character.
So, like, I'm literally not even gonna. I don't even want to try to find something that was good to connect it to Bellark there, because I'm just like so mad about that whole scene and how just like stupid and what a disservice it is to characters and to everything
and the storyline. Honestly,
it was ridiculous. So I'm just like, I'm not even gonna. I can't. I'm gonna get mad again. And we talked 35 minutes.
Yeah, we literally you can't even imagine how much we cut off from our reaction. I will literally talk for 20 minutes about Lexa. Yeah. So you can't even believe how much we cut out.
Yeah. I mean, just the fact that it seems like they're still trying to cater to an audience that tried to cancel the show is just like, we were there in season 3 and we saw that going on, you know?
I remember those days. Like I said, I get really, like, I just remember, like, those were the days where I was literally like, that was the first time, like, I was always in some fandom, like, I was always in fandoms. But that was really, like, the first time in my life when I was, like, really depressed being in a fandom. Like, I just wanted to leave. I wanted to, like, I didn't want to do it anymore because, like, that was so horrible. Like, the whole situation was hard, and
to me, it's fascinating that they are still trying to give something to the fandom then that wanted to, like, cancel the show and everything. It's just mind blowing.
I mean,
and not only that,
I mean, we talked about this in our review. I think the writers, if we're being honest, the writers, the story they're telling now with Clexa is not the story they wrote with Clexa. Because, like, after Lexa died, like, that's when they, like, started, because of all the whole backlash, like, that's when they started portraying it as, like, soulmates. And,
in my opinion, they're still trying to mistakes, like
fix the mistake
that they think they made by killing Lexa and everything. but by doing that, they're trying too hard. That by doing that, they are destroying the storyline that's been actually going on since episode 1. And if you understand what I mean.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. And that's what like pisses me off.
And they're dismissing. No,
because I think it's a disservice to Clark's character, but
yes.
For me, I think Clark's had a good story. They really had a good story. I enjoyed it. It was like very tragic story.
Yeah, for me, they had really good story for the couple that's been knowing each other for a season, you know. And
I don't know. They're
I don't think
they're
that
telling a different story.
Yeah, I don't think
we didn't see.
I don't think. Yeah, exactly.
So that's what's just like bothering me.
Yeah. It hopefully that I think that'll be done, and maybe the flame.
I feel like there's no like room for that like in the new season. Like we don't. It's not like necessary. The whole flame storyline.
It's not necessary anymore. It's done.
It's done, and I feel like to drag it out, it's just getting like annoying, and like I really just hope it's done. I don't know how it's gonna be done if Maddie's like in space with them, I guess, because honestly, like we don't need that like way of ruling anymore with the commanders. If we're going to like a new planet, like we're not gonna need that.
Like
so
yeah,
like why, like you know,
I think that they should learn from the way, like they should learn from the past, but that doesn't mean they need to repeat the past. Like I think it's done, it's over.
I think yeah, exactly. I would like that like ruling part to be over, but I don't think the flame is gonna be over, especially because Becca is from Allegiance 3 and Allegiance 4 time, and I think maybe Matt is gonna find out a lot about that.
Maybe somehow that can be useful.
Yeah, maybe Becca is gonna show her memories.
I mean, Jason's gonna find a way to keep the flame in. Let's be honest,
honestly,
so.
Yeah.
But okay, can we keep the flame in them without Lexa? Like, can we like?
I think
can
that
we find out more about Becca then? Like, can we find out more about like the history?
Yeah, I think that's gonna happen.
Not just that one portion, because it's like what Bob was saying at San Diego Comic-Con. Like, okay, so it's Lexa, but there was somebody before Lexa, and there was somebody before that person. Like, this is something that's gone on for so long. Like, there are people that it had, not just Lexa.
I think that part with Lexa is probably not probably. I definitely think that is over. But I think that we're gonna find a lot about Becca maybe and stuff before that. But to me, that's really hard to. That makes it really hard for me to connect to Maddie's character because she's not the Maddie I fell in love with in the beginning of this season. I hope that because. For me, like Bob, for example, said that she's now have for like 13 people in her head who are like Lexa is talking through her, almost talking through her, and like she can feel them. She knows everything about them. So that's hard for me to connect. She's like really cold now, and
I mean, she
loses her personality.
Yeah, I hope that Maddie, like, it's sad because she's only 12 and she had to grow up so quickly, and
that's why I'm hoping
she never got to
gets
be a
taken
kid.
Out of her. Yeah.
I would like to be taken out of her just to give her that, like, yeah, she's the last Nightblood and this is her destiny and all that, but I don't know, she's still a kid, and I think having a kid would have been more fun on the show because like we got that a little bit in the beginning of the season. But
I think now that we won't get that because now almost everyone who followed Octavia are dead, so every single part of One Crew is now only following Maddie. So I think those people are like, I mean, they're almost every single one of them are grounders, and we know what kind of like what
I don't know what you want to say.
I don't know.
I don't think like you said, like a kid in the show. There's a lot of innocence that goes like with being a kid, but like the show won't allow it. Like we had kids. And now a 12-year-old is a commander, which is just like, to me, is like, take it out. Like, like, oh my god, we keep every reaction, we just say like she's 12, take it out. And like we got comments of 1 or 2 maybe like, you don't respect the culture. It's the culture. I'm like,
we've gotten those,
I don't care. She's 12. She's a child. Like she shouldn't have this put on her because like grounders somehow think that like, I don't know, if you have night blood and you're like a kid, you have to. That's so fucked up to me. Just like take it out of her head. Like let her have.
Kid being the president. Yeah.
I mean, we don't need it anymore. That's the whole thing.
Well, like, yeah, once we're in
space, we're going to a new place. Like, we don't need it.
We don't need it anymore. But the thing is, you're going to a place where Becca and Alicia's 3, and Alicia's 3, I'm pretty sure are Nightbloods. Like, so
they're all Nightbloods. Let's see how. Like, what do grounders do now? Everyone there's Nightblood. There are like more Nightbloods than there are like people with red blood.
Yeah.
What do we do now? Well, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's when they're gonna decide to take the flame out of Maddie.
Maybe. Maybe when they go into cryo, they have to take it out. Because, like, cryo sleep freezes you, right? For a certain amount of years. Like, what's going to happen to a commander in that with the flame?
I'm pretty sure it would be the same thing.
The same thing, just frozen in time.
Yeah. But that would be great if they could take it out, if they need to take it out for that.
I mean, I guess we'll see. I really, at this point, I don't know. Like, maybe Maddie tells her at the end of the war, like, what's the passcode? Because, like, Maddie knows that Clark doesn't want her to be a commander, but if Clark let her go and accepted it in the last episode, and then for her just to take it out, I think then
I think there's that's definitely not happening. I think like Maddie is completely sure that they're all her people and she has to take care of them, and I feel like there's no way that she's gonna let Clark.
Yeah, it'll be. Yeah, I'm excited to see though Bellamy being behind Maddie. What's frustrating is in the inside, it looks like it's Bellamy and Echo defending Maddie, and I feel like that should have been Bellamy and Clark.
Echo should have went to do the missiles. I keep saying this, and Clark should have went with Maddie.
Well, yeah, but we never win.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
should
thing,
have seen that.
What?
Clark is inside, so she has that ability. That's the problem. That's why it had to be Clark that stayed behind. Because McCreary somewhat trusts Clark, like not really, but like he does have an inside way in. So.
No, well, I mean, Clark just shot his guards, so like if
that is true. Actually, that's true.
And he heard the shots. I'm sure. Like I don't even know how Clark plans on doing anything really. But
unless
it's not
she's
like
gonna
she
say
has like a clear passage.
She's gonna say that she's gonna blame the like them. Like she didn't
Echo.
shoot it. Like, oh, they shot the guards-in-law.
Okay. The only one there was Echo.
I don't know.
Yeah, she can be like Echo escaped somehow, got a gun, shot them. I don't know.
I don't think McCreary's gonna believe her.
No.
I don't think so either.
I think that Clark is gonna save Raven and Shaw though, hopefully. Hopefully that'll be the reunion that we deserved.
Oh yeah.
That would be great. That would be
great. Like just give me something.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Like Raven and Clark happening. Like I can't believe Raven and Clark haven't like reunited for like 12 episodes. That is ridiculous.
Clark hasn't even seen Murphy.
I know. Wow, that's ridiculous.
I want them to hug. I want Clark and Murphy to hug.
I would. I mean,
so great.
Yeah, give me that hug. I don't need another Ballard hug. Give me a Clark and Murphy hug. I would like that. I don't know. Oh God.
I'm just excited for our Ballark ending because I think it's going to be really great.
I mean, I'm excited for that scene because I feel like I've been waiting for that scene since like 504. Exactly. I've been waiting for that since like 504.
Yep. We have.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
like it's just been a long time coming.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like I don't wanna get my expectations too high. I don't wanna be disappointed when it's not. But like my expectations have to be high after what I went through.
Exactly. That's what I
like. They have to be high. Like this.
They have to fix what they've done to us this season.
Like
we've been through.
to really just like in my mind erase every bullshit, and that is hard.
Yeah, that's why I think that I mean, like, I'm not optimistic at all, but that's why I think that it really can't. They can just not give us a lot. So I think they have to.
They have to. Really,
Yeah.
they have to.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be okay. I really think that we're gonna be happy going into next season.
I think so too.
That sounded so like just like sad. I think we're gonna be okay.
I think we'll be all right. Like I think that they're
We'll be
gonna give us enough
alright.
Lark to keep us happy. Hopefully.
But like I don't want them to just like continue what there's a plug. I don't want them to continue doing like what they've been doing, like giving us just enough to keep us hanging on, but like
no,
never.
I think
No, I think
Well,
there's gonna be a difference in
There's
this
gonna be a
interaction.
change.
Yeah,
There
there's
has
gonna
Yeah.
be.
like, that's
That's what
what I feel like after the next episode we will know where we are actually going. Honestly, I feel like we will know if they're gonna actually cross the line. Or
I really
not.
hope so, because it's we have
I would
to.
love an almost kiss, but that's not.
Maybe
I
in
mean-
episode 6, 11, honestly.
Almost kiss, but if we get like them looking at each other's lips, like that is right there. Like that's pretty much an almost
And like an
kiss.
intense moment.
An intense moment where it's like you could feel the change within like that interaction. Like that would be wonderful too.
Yeah, that would be great. I mean,
Or just Bellamy figuring out why she called him for 6 years.
or like just like them being like
And being
that's what we say
confused
all the time,
about
like
that.
being confused, like wait, what, like why, what are we doing, like what is happening, like them like crossing the line and then realizing what, like not realizing what is happening really, that they're in love with each other. People, come on. I would love that. Like I just like crossed the line.
That
just
would be
like
enough for
someone
me.
realized something, for fuck's sake.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think that, like, for sure. I feel like something has to happen where, like, you don't just call somebody every day for 6 years. And, like, they're, like, he was, like, a big part of her life still, even though they weren't physically together. And I just, it's not platonic. That's not something that you do to, that's not normal, you know? Like, that's
We all know that, but
there's something like that.
Yeah.
No, he kept her sane. Like he asked her like, how did you do it? And like there was a clear pause there.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that was like the clearest thing that like there's more to it than just like Maddie. And Bellamy has to know that. Like Bellamy just has to know that. And I want to see what happens within him when he finds that out, because like that should be just like a big indicator. Like that should change something in him. So like, I really hope that happens, honestly.
Yeah.
I
I hope so, guys. I hope so. We can't get any worse, so.
I don't say that.
Have, like,
We said
I think that we're gonna have tissues on hand for the finale. Tissues. We're gonna have wine, probably.
Tissues and alcohol. That's what we're gonna have, definitely.
Yes, there will be a live chat next week, of course.
Of course, we're gonna have to talk about it.
We're gonna have to talk all about it.
Be like, what would the point of every live chat be if we don't have like the last one here?
Yeah, of course we're gonna have one next week.
Hopefully, we're very happy in that one.
Hopefully, we have a good title of that.
Yeah.
Like they crossed the fucking line
from the episode.
Like. We need something. Like this season has been a lot. Like give us something, please.
Yeah, maybe one day we're gonna have a live chat that says Lark is canon. One day.
Next week.
Season 6, episode 13.
Yeah.
No.
I can see them.
7.
Oh my god, it's gonna be good season 6. I have a lot of hope for season 6.
Me too.
Although
I had a lot of hope for season 5.
Yeah. So I don't know if you really take her word.
I am cautiously excited.
Yeah, I'm gonna be reserved for season 6.
Yes.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Like I will not for the life of me, I will not say like season 6 is our season. I will not do that again.
For me, that's gonna be I don't know.
Like no. We'll see what happens in season 6.
Title they finally.
I feel like we will know so much more after the next episode.
Yeah, definitely. Like,
yeah, we'll know where we stand
for sure. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
That would be great because I really don't know where we stand.
I don't know either. I am just very excited. I can't wait to find out like how everything is gonna get pieced together because the promo really doesn't give away anything, and neither does that leaked picture or whatever. Like nothing comes. Like it's so hard to put everything together for next episode. Like
it's very hard.
Yeah.
Like everything the promo and the spoilers say is everything we knew.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like there's nothing there that can like that surprised us. So like I have no idea what's in store for the episode really.
Yeah.
That I already didn't expect.
Yeah.
No.
That is true.
All right. Well,
guys, tomorrow at this time.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be like freaking out at this time.
Yeah, and like half an hour the 100 will air, and like 24 hours and 30 minutes the 100 will air.
Go
on.
The last one.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, tomorrow this time we are going to be like freaking out because it will be a half hour.
We will somehow be sleeping.
Hopefully.
I will literally go to bed at like 9 so I can just like sleep it through.
It's like Christmas. Like it's like
better.
Only better. I am very excited.
Yeah.
I hope the hiatus isn't that long next season. I don't think it will be.
No,
well, it can be because like we went from like the season ended in May. And so just like if they switched it to like
April,
literally in summer, so like it can't be this long. If they do it in April again, this is still a shorter.
Yeah, it's gonna be as everyone before this one.
Yeah, it's gonna be the normal, I think.
Hiatus,
so.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna start again in April next year, probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Hopefully. All right, guys.
Well, listen, everybody that's watching, just be calm. We're all gonna be all right, and just have tissues probably for the finale.
It'll be okay. We're gonna get our blood. It's gonna
alcohol definitely as well.
Yeah.
That's
maybe to celebrate, maybe to mourn, like maybe to just drown ourselves.
And if you don't hear from any of us, we probably all died.
Yeah.
We don't.
Or we are blocked because YouTube doesn't like us.
No, Warner Brothers TV doesn't like the Lark fans.
Yeah, or we're blocked. We can't get our videos up.
Oh, that's gonna be hilarious.
Oh my god. All right, guys. This was fun.
Guys, just good luck tomorrow.
Yeah, good luck, people. Good luck,
guys.
Yeah, people.
And we will see everybody
after
the finale.
We will see everybody after.
Oh gosh.
And we'll see if we're happy or not.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, guys.
All right. Bye.
Bye.